Oh, baby, do you know what it's worth? The Europa League is here, and it's here to stay. I don't know quite what I was doing there. But hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Europa League final night, baby. It's the secondary competition, but maybe we'll have to get used to this, ladies and gentlemen. It's Roma, it's Sevilla, it's two gargantuans in this competition. And well, before the competition started, a lot of people would have said that these two would be near the end. And, well, listen, here they are, Roma and Sevilla in the final. And, oh my goodness me, it is going to be absolutely brilliant. Great to see so many people in nice and early as well. We've got Falafel, we've got Spencer, we've got David, who's already put the teams in as always. He's just an absolute friggin' legend, to quote Ben Foster. Let's go through those teams. Bono in goal for Sevilla, then Jesus Navas, Bade, Gudel, Alex Telles, Rakitic, Fernando Ocampos, Oliver Torres, Brian Hill, and Yusuf En-Nesyri, who was so crucial in getting them to this stage. Of course, beating Manchester United. He scored goals in both legs. Well, it was more of an own goal, but we'll call it a goal in both legs. For Roma, Rui Patricio, Mancini, Smalling, Ibanez, Celik, Cristante, Nemanja Matic, who's still going, Spinazzola, Dybala, Pellegrini, and Tammy Abraham. So much talent across both teams, to be honest. It's going to be absolutely exceptional. I am so looking forward to it, lads. The one thing that strikes me so much about these two sides is the fact that despite they haven't potentially had the greatest seasons domestically, especially with Roma. I mean, realistically, this season Roma were one of the out of the sort of outer ranges of potentially looking at the Serie A title. Napoli have been able to get us into a new era of Italian football, but Roma actually finished 6th outside of the top 4 in there, and Sevilla finished 11th in La Liga. An awful season for Sevilla. Valencia, another team, a giant in Spain, who had a poor season, but it turned out that they actually are going to likely stay in the league with Valladolid, Espanyol, Celta Vigo, Almeria all down there as well. It is the 2014-15 home shirt, and the reason I've picked this, ladies and gentlemen, is because it has one of these beauties on it. One of these absolute beauties. And a Europa League patch, lads, and Gerrard on the back. Gerrard on the back, lads. We've got to back it. So I'm buzzing with this shirt tonight. It had to be the choice, didn't it? It had to be. It is a recent purchase of mine as well, so I'm buzzing with it. Hey, Yusuf's in the chat. David as well. Good to see you, as always. Good to see everyone in, as always, to be honest. Nice and early, and it's just gonna be fun, lads, isn't it? It's just gonna be a fun one tonight. We're gonna have a nice, chill, relaxing vibe, and that's the way it's got to be. It's the way it has to be, because that's how we do it in the Europa League. Falafel, Spen Doggy Dog as well. So yeah, both teams having real poor domestic seasons, and luckily, their Europa League campaign has been just exceptional. So fair play to them. Chat Sport in the chat as well. Good to see you, Chat Sport. Chat Sport in the chat just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Just rolls off the tongue. So yeah, that is what we'll be going for today. So much to go through. So much fun. And it's good to have a football match on because there isn't much football left for the rest of this season. We are live for this game. We're gonna let me actually have a little look through in some games that we'll also be looking at for the rest of this week. Obviously tonight, the Europa League final, Sevilla v Roma. Tomorrow, is there anything? Not really. Unless you guys fancy Partick Thistle against Ross County, I highly doubt it. Nothing going on really until Saturday, where we've got the FA Cup final, of course, which is Man City v Man United at 3 p.m, which we will definitely be doing a watch along of if I'm not too hungover from the Friday. Bearing in mind then the Sunday, we ain't got anything again before we go into next week, where there's Fiorentina against West Ham on Wednesday, where I will definitely be there. And I think that me and my mate Alex are going to have an incredible time. Thursday, again, nothing. And then, of course, Saturday, Man City against Inter Milan. We're in that time of the year now where we've got nothing. We're literally got the dregs. Liz is in the chat. How are we doing, Liz? Good to see you. And how are we all feeling about this Europa League final? My prediction is Sevilla to win on pens. I think they will probably come through and win yet again, because it is just a Sevilla thing to do, unfortunately. Amy, good to see you again, as always. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I think Sevilla will come through. And I think they will win it. But I really want Jose to win it. I don't know why. He's managed Chelsea. He's managed Tottenham. He's managed Manchester United. He's managed Real Madrid. Clubs that I really don't like. But I love him. I love him unconditionally. And I don't know why. He is just one of football's greatest characters. And I honestly, I just love Jose Mourinho. I can't lie. I absolutely adore the man. I absolutely am, Amy. Yeah, I will be. Some EPL preseason matches over in there, yes. I am on holiday for 3 weeks, so I am in the moment currently recording a batch of podcasts as well, which are going to be telling some really interesting stories, get some really cool guests on, which will be on whilst I'm away. And if you guys really enjoy those, then we'll be carrying those on. But yeah, that is basically it. I'm currently doing that. And then, yeah, it'll be back to watch-alongs and transfer shows. We're going to do at least 2 transfer shows per week, and also try and get guests on as well, panel shows and things like that. So we've got so much planned for a fun old summer, ladies and gentlemen. I think it will be incredible. Roma on penalties, it says Liz. I think we have to be strapped in and ready for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to be there. Probably, I think we're going to be here at extra time penalties. I'd almost put my money on it. That's how confident I am of it. I think you'll be hard fought to find anyone who's heavily favouring either side. But yeah, I think it's going to be real tight between those two. I just think it's going to be so good. I'm really excited. I've not been so excited for Europa League finals since we've been in it. All I'm saying is Abraham first goal scorer, says Chat Sport. That wouldn't be a bad shout, but he's not had the greatest season, Tammy Abraham. 12 goals this season. Neither can I, to be honest, Nick. Like, I can't see a goal fest happening, but I reckon it'll be 1-1 and either an extra time winner or penalties. I think that's my prediction. I'm going to go like that. 1-1, extra time winner or penalties. So yeah, it's going to be really, really good. I want to get your guys' thoughts. Who else? Well, I'm going to put a poll in the chat, actually. I'm going to leave it there until... So, final winners, question mark, and I'm going to put Sevilla and Roma. There we go. So, you guys, that'll be staying in the chat the whole time. So, if you guys are down, you are absolutely can vote in that one. I'm going to vote in it as well, actually. I'm going to go for Sevilla. That's where I've gone. So, get your votes in now, ladies and gentlemen. Jose is a Marmite manager, but his mentor was the great Robbie Robson, and he held him in the greatest respect, so that sways it for me, and I love Marmite. Well, there we go. I love Jose Mourinho. I can't get enough of him, if I'm being honest. He's an absolute hero, an absolute legend of our game. The game is also free to watch and live on the BT Sport YouTube channel. So if you want to have me on and sync up, I hopefully won't be too far behind. So you can either have me on and play the game in the background, or you can have both, to be honest, or just stay in here and enjoy yourself. And you don't have to watch the football to enjoy it. That's my personal opinion. Should be fairly even. It's not like one team is miles better than the other. Absolutely, it is going to be pretty. I'd say Roma are better. I'd say they've got better players, better quality. They've got more experience, Jose Mourinho included in that. But you never know. You just never know with this football club, Sevilla. They just have that riz in the Europa League. I hate myself saying that word. They've got that Europa League prowess, prominence, Abraham can become the first player to win all 3 UEFA finals in consecutive years. Now, that is a stat, Mr. O'Connor. That is exceptional. That is brilliant, now. I love it. I love that. Absolutely love that. Fair play. That is incredible. Honestly, is there many players that have done that at all? I mean, some Chelsea players would have done it in the Champions League, Europa League days, but maybe like Intertoto Cup days, those sort of things. But that's incredible. I love that. I love that. Who is coming out on top tonight then, ladies and gentlemen? Get your votes in. But yeah, Tammy Abraham's a top player. Like I vastly rated him at Chelsea. He did really, really well in his loan spells away from there. Obviously, Swansea didn't go too well, but Bristol City was amazing. Aston Villa, he was fantastic. And Chelsea, I think, were too impatient with him. Even in his final season, scored 6 in 22. I think they'd bite someone's arm off for someone who could score 6 in 22. He scored 15 goals back in 2019-20. And since obviously joining Roma, 17 goals in his first league season and only 9 goals this season. But I think he can definitely have an impact tonight. Only 1 goal, though, in the Europa League, which isn't a great record for him. I love Tammy Abraham, man. I genuinely think there's a real player in there. I'm just unsure as to whether the tap potential is going to be under Jose Mourinho or not. But I suppose, listen, the man is Jose Mourinho. He can probably do a lot of things more than the vast majority of us can. So the UEFA Europa League final. Let's have a look at a history of our winners so Sevilla, of course, are the winners of the most Europa Leagues. They won in 2020, 16, 15, 14, 07 and 06. So that's an incredible 6 UEFA Europa Leagues or UEFA Cups. Liverpool, of course, have 3 as well. Chelsea have 2. But the most recent winners and the holders are Eintracht Frankfurt. But the most interesting thing for me is that there are a lot of Spanish winners. So since 2004, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winners. Only 8 winners of the Europa League since 2004. So we're talking 20 years nearly. 19 years. So 8 out of 19 have come, 11 out of 19 have come from Spain. Of course, Sevilla have 6. Atletico Madrid have 3 as well. Valencia have 1. Villarreal have 1 too. They are just got domineering senses in the Europa League. Real Madrid, if you even go back to 1985, well, Real Madrid have won twice, won 2 of them. Valencia, Barcelona also won it as well when it was called the Fairs Cup. So did Arsenal, Newcastle and Leeds United as well. There's a period of English dominance in that tournament, but now it is all Spain. It's an incredible one. It really, really is. I love the Europa League. I'm a massive fan of the Europa League, I have to say. I always feel it produces some truly entertaining matches. And I think, realistically, for now, we're gonna have another extremely entertaining one tonight. I think it's going to be maybe defensively solid. Oh, Chris Smalling, hello, buddy. Nice to see Chris Smalling, as you said, Nick Nack. Nice to see Chris Smalling going well as he is. Obviously ostracised a bit of Manchester United, and he's done really well to rebuild his career at Roma and turn himself into one of Serie A's premier centre backs. I think Jose Mourinho is the perfect manager for him. And him and Tammy Abraham have had really great times. Nemanja Matic as well. He is Mr. Jose Mourinho, to be honest with you. It's going to be... I think Mourinho is probably... If I had a final tomorrow and I needed a manager that could guarantee me a win for my life, I would choose Jose Mourinho. I don't think there's anyone else I would choose in the world. Yeah, it's so strange. That's why I said on my little promo video, like, oh, it's Thursday night. Oh, wait, it's Wednesday. I know, it's crazy. But also, next Wednesday is the Conference League final. So 2 Wednesdays in a row. I think it's going to be huge. Gonna be huge. And we're also doing a watch along with Alex, the West Ham fan. So there's going to be a little bit of an added twist of passion as well. Sevilla goalkeeper is Canadian. He's not, actually. He's Moroccan. I don't know if he had got Canadian blood, but he is Moroccan. He was the Morocco goalkeeper in the World Cup. Matic in midfield, yeah, it's really strange that how well he's done. He must be 35 now, surely. I remember him coming through at Chelsea and then got released. Well, he got sold to Benfica. He's actually 34 years old. Signed from Manchester United at the end of the season. He's pretty ropey for the last 3 or 4 years, really. After he got signed by Mourinho at Manchester United in that season where they finished second, he was an absolute stalwart. 5 years of service there, and now he's gone and played 48 games in this season for Roma. He's Mr. Reliable for Jose Mourinho. He's overall, I think his time at Chelsea, he was one of the best. Birthplace Montreal, that's intriguing. He's one of the best defensive midfielders in the world at that time, and it just it unfortunately petered out for him. He went to Manchester United and he did well. Hey Josh in the chat, good to see you, buddy. Rakitic, yeah, exactly. Also saw links today of Kovacic going to Manchester City. Now that's that stinks of Pep making an absolute incredible player out of Mateo Kovacic. It stinks of it. It stinks of it. I think he's going to be incredible, you know. He's one of these players, ball retention heavy, very Pep Guardiola, and I just think he's going to do an incredible job there. Chelsea want to sell him. He's definitely a Gundogan replacement, but I don't think he'll ever be like the goal scoring prowess of Gundogan. But I really like that, and I think Pep Guardiola has a real knack, of being able to get the best out of any player he has. So, and I think in a Klopp team, in a Guardiola team, Kovacic will be a very good player. He was linked with Liverpool actually back in January, and also back in the summer prior to that. Sorry, I can't even get my words out tonight. In the summer prior to that as well, because of course the midfield issues. One of my videos, by the way, from back in January is doing quite well. It was a video on Kefren Turam, and it's got like 200 views in the last day or two. So a lot of people revisiting that one. I think, look, I'm very, very happy if we go out and sign several of them. Turam, Kone, McAllister. McAllister's pretty much done. We were all hearing. The other two, I'm very, very down for. As well, lots of people linking us with centre backs as well. Mickey van der Ven is one I'm very keen on. I'm very, very keen on that one. I'll do a video on him tomorrow. If I can be bothered, if there's no game tomorrow, I think I will do actually. Will Chelsea end up selling their proven PL players and be left with any flop new signings? Maybe, but I think they need to persist with a lot of them. They ain't got the money or the financial viability to go out and sign a load of new players. I don't know if Kovacic has ever really done that well for Chelsea. I think he's just been to be real. He's just been mid. Like, he's been all right. I wouldn't say he's been great, you know. And I think a lot of Chelsea fans would agree and say that he's just been there and he's done well when he's been called upon. But he has been a part of their most, you know, they won the Champions League and Europa League with him in the midfield. So there you go. Lorenzo Pellegrini is the man that Roma is being highlighted currently on the screen for me, and he's got 8 goals, 9 assists this season. A real great creative force, one that's been linked all around Italy, really. But I think he's going to be a real improvement for Roma. He was one that we thought would have Dele Alli syndrome and potentially not be able to bring on to fulfill his prophecies, but Stonadge predicting the future back in January. That's the way. Pulisic will leave Chelsea and likely Sterling. I find Sterling leaving baffling. Pulisic, not so much. I think he definitely needs a move for his career, but I think if Chelsea want to go anywhere, I think they need players like Raheem Sterling. He's a proven winner. I know that it's at Manchester City, so maybe it doesn't count, but I think it'd be ridiculous if they sold Sterling. I'd be amazed to see the moth flight of John Henry's wallet for him to buy one player this summer. I think Mr. Schmatka will be on his case, Falafel. I can't lie. I think we'll sign 5 players this summer. I've changed my tune. I think Jorg might get his way. There's got to be a reason why we bought him in. Gundogan leaving for Arsenal. I can see Gundogan going to Barcelona, to be honest with you. I think he's perfect for Xavi in Barcelona. He's not like Busquets. He's very different to Busquets, but he is a Busquets replacement, if you know what I mean. A proven winner, a very intelligent player, a player who can threat in his passes, and also offers a lot more of a goal threat than Sergio Busquets ever did. I think he'd be a very good player for them. Whereas Arsenal, obviously they're losing Xhaka. I think they need to look. They do need to look at. To be fair, for Arsenal, it'd be an amazing signing. I just don't see him going there, to be honest with you. But you never know. Mikel Arteta and his boys will certainly have a case. Gabby Jesus is there, of course, as is Zinchenko. So I'm sure they'll try and convince him. What will happen to Salah? He'll be staying at Anfield, Amy. There's no debate on that one with his big bumper contract. I don't think he'll be going anywhere for the next couple of years, whatever happens to Liverpool. And also, I wouldn't want him to. 45 goals and assists this season. I mean, pretty much speaks for himself. Absolutely incredible football. I have no words for Mo Salah anymore. He's just amazing, isn't he? He's just so good. I struggle to speak. I struggle to speak when I talk about Mo Salah. Like, there is no real. There's no real what's the word? There's no real definition to describe his impact on Liverpool. He's been so good. Liverpool also, in a stat reveal today, had the 4th longest winning streak of 2022-23 with 7. Manchester City had the highest, had 12. Burnley 10, and I'm talking across the 4 leagues in England. Ipswich 8, and then Arsenal and Liverpool on 7. So well done to us for the 5th longest winning streak trophy of 2022-23. Amazing. Incredible. Manu Kone and Thuram are very good very good friends, I've heard as well. I've just gone past the transfer room account and they said that my brother by blood, according to Kone said, according to about Thuram. So those two are very close. That'd be very good if we got both of those in there. Bezzy mates already. Incredible scenes. And they won't need too much to settle in. Of course, they've got Kanate there as well, who they're very close to. I'm down with that, lads. Also, thoughts on Liverpool's away kit that's been released. Well, it's not been released, but it's been leaked. It's absolutely disgusting, isn't it? It might be the worst I've ever seen. It is just disgusting. It looks like a Minecraft block. And I've never played Minecraft. What on earth? What on earth, man? Absolutely vile, that kit. Honestly, it looks like a turd. A cowpat. Seriously, vile kit. The worst I've seen. Probably ever. I can't lie. It's worse than this year's kit. And I thought this year's kit couldn't be, like the cursed kit, couldn't be bottomed. Oh my goodness me, they've done a great job, this one. They just set the standards lower and lower, and you just know that they're going to charge like 75 quid for this shit. And I will still probably buy it, but still. Sounds like Schmacker is nothing like Michael Edwards or Julian Ward. He likes to stir the pot and likes to leak rumours. Potentially. I'm very much down for that, though. I'm down for a bit of chaos ball from Jorg. I do think that Julian Ward will have been working a lot with him or with the recruitment team that's already in place to set targets, to maintain the analysis on certain players that will be really useful for us. So I don't think it's all just schmackable, but he's gonna be interesting, I think, to say the least. What's happening with Salah? Nothing. Nothing's happening with Salah. He's staying at Liverpool forever. Forever. I mean, probably for the next 5 years. Probably for the next 5 years. Have a look at Manchester United's away kit for next season. Alright, let me have a look on Twitter. Man United away kit. Oh! That is absolutely grim. What is that?
Which one?
That one.
It looks like the Newcastle
kit. It looks like a terrible Newcastle kit. That is vile. The 3rd kit's nice. The away kit, oh my god. Anyway, guys, 5 minutes till kickoff. Share the stream, like the stream, subscribe. All that great stuff. It's going to be so fun this evening. 5 minutes to go until kickoff. I've got to make sure I remember the bloody timers, lads. And I also got to remember to turn OBS off, because yet again, my stream just decided to stream again last night for some reason. Oh, here it is, that beautiful Europa League trophy. Wow. There is. What a trophy it is. It's a beautiful trophy, isn't it? I'd love to see Jordan Henderson lifting that next season. And it's the opening ceremony here. And we are ready to rumble in Budapest, the Puskás Arena, an arena familiar to Liverpool fans, actually, because we played here twice against RB Leipzig back in 2020-21, when, of course, the Champions League was behind closed doors and no one could play in certain areas. So here are the two teams lined up. It's an English refereeing cohort tonight. Anthony Taylor is their leader, so that's a very intriguing one as well. I honestly don't know how they've managed to earn and wangle that one as well. So yeah, it is the assistant referees, of course, are, let me get it in, David sent it in the Discord. And if you do want to become a member of the Discord, then you can become a member, and the link is currently in the community page. Adam Nunn and Gary Bezic are the assistants. The fourth officials, Michael Oliver with Stuart Atwell, the VAR, and Bastian Danker and Chris Kavanagh, the assistant VARs. So somehow, somewhere, these English players, these English fans of... the English referees have somehow wangled their way into a Europa League final. I tell you what, though, Liverpool's home kit next season is gorgeous. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The players are walking out in Budapest for the final Europa League final of 2023. Who will win it? Sevilla or Jose Mourinho's Roma? I'm gonna stick my neck out. My final prediction: Sevilla to win 2-1 after extra time. I'm changing my prediction at the last second. I'm going 2-1 after extra time. Italian flags are waved. Spanish flags are held. The momentum is garnering here in Budapest. And, oh my goodness me, Sevilla taking on Roma. The Europa League anthem. I'm so down. I'm so down for this next year, lads, in Dublin. Wow, 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 wow. You don't need to watch the game, you just listen to me. Wow, 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 wow. I've definitely done it too early, but who cares? I love the Europa League anthem, lads. It is beautiful. It's bloody gorgeous. If you want to share the stream around and make sure you get some fun commentary over here, this is where the fun is happening. We don't need any mainstream bullshit. It's all here in the Stonadge channel. 1-1 after 90 minutes, then depends, says Nick Knack. I'd definitely say it's going to be tight. I definitely think it's going to be tight. It's going to be really, really good. So, there we are. Come on, Sevilla. I don't know why. I want Roma to win. I really want Roma to win, but I think Sevilla have got this in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. They've got this in the bag, and I think they'll nick it. Nick it after extra time. I'm going for it after extra time. I'm going to change it in my description thing here. Sevilla 2-1 AET. There we go. So 2-1. I'm very much down, lads. I am so excited for this. So anyway, is Brian Hill for Sevilla on loan from Spurs? That is the one, yeah. And he is playing on the left-hand side behind Yusuf En-Nesyri. They're playing a bit of a 4-2-3-1 with a pivot of Rakitic and Fernando, both 34 years old, 35 years old, sorry. So both very, very experienced professionals. But Fernando Regues, I remember, especially against Manchester United, was very, very good. There is Jesus Navas, Lorenzo Pellegrini as well, the two skippers. Navas, what a servant he's been for Sevilla, for football, really. He's still very, very fit. Changed his career around to play at fullback, and that is what he will be doing today as well. Lamela on the bench for Sevilla. Could he be the game changer? Absolutely, Nick. I think he might well be. There is Anthony Taylor, of course, the English referee. But here is Roma's team going a 3-4-1-2. Rui Patricio is in goal with Ibanez, Smalling and Mancini, the back three. Across the four was Spinazzola and Celik as wing-backs with Cristante and Matic in midfield, with Pellegrini operating in that extremely influential number 10 role. Abraham and Dybala up front. Karsdorp, Belotti, Gini Wijnaldum as well. Volpato, El Shaarawy too. I'd love some waffles, Liz. I'd bloody love some waffles. Spurs finish 8th and Brian is in the final. Well, there you go. And Roma will get us underway here. Roma against Sevilla in this final. Roma stacked with experience, as a Sevilla, and with great youth too. And we will get underway very, very shortly. And we're off here. Roma get us underway at the Stadio, well, the Ferenc Puskás Stadium in Budapest. It's Hey Hog, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you as always. Here's Hog Dini. And on this right-hand side for Roma, they are going to be really moving the ball, trying to move the ball quickly to get past that double pivot of Fernando and Rakitic. That is where that is where the real experience is held for Sevilla. There is their manager, Jose Luis Mendilibar. There he is. Liz Golden, as asked. Most importantly, do we get Izzy time today? Very much so. I think I will definitely need a cup of tea at halftime. It's going to be a long throw already. Lobbed in. And they're appealing for handball, and it's going to go for a corner. Jose Mourinho looks stern on the sidelines, but another European trophy will be an extremely good achievement for Jose Mourinho and Roma. Pellegrini will go and take this corner now for the Capitoline. And there is Bono. So influential for Sevilla in their run to this final, and influential for Morocco in their run to the World Cup semi-final. Crossed in by Pellegrini though, and it's not far off Gonçalo Mancini. It's come back out and is spooned over. The first shot of the game. There is Ibanez who is holding his head for Roma as well, the number 3. And there's another man down. I think it's Fernando Reges for Sevilla. 2 men down holding their heads. It's Gudelj with the world's biggest forehead. Real clash from the two. They were both going hard for the ball, and it's going to be already a stoppage. There is Ibanez, who is a top Spaniard. Come on. Let's get this game on then. Come on. Roger Ibanez, 24 years of age. And the two of them will be going off. Hey, Shayad, good to see you. Just imagine, innit? Absolutely, God. Just imagine. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they didn't, Liz, to be honest. Jose Mourinho, I know you just know, is an extremely obsessive human. Well, one, and it's out of play. And Ibanez wants to come back onto the field. He won't do so, though. There's Nemanja Matic and Youssef En-Nesyri for Sevilla. Lots and lots of top players kick the ball. Thanks, God. Lots and lots of top players. Some past their prime, some coming into it. Lucas Ocampos was once heralded as a top wonder kid across the footballing sphere. Came through, of course, played for Marseille for a little bit as well. And here's Jesus Navas for Sevilla. He's going to look to get the cross in towards En-Nesyri. He gets there again just before Matic. And Ocampos, they're appealing for a foul, but Ocampos goes in behind for Navas. It's well seen out by Nemanja Matic, and it's a goal kick to Roma. That is what he's there to do, is to break up play, to win the ball back. That's Nemanja Matic in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Ocampos isn't too happy about the prospective foul, but can't find the BT link. Guess it's banned in France. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know too well, Falafel, but it's unfortunate if so. Very, very exciting. Very exciting, Shia. Extremely. Wijnaldum and Al-Shaarawy coming on to score. Well, that would be certainly one of news. Gini Wijnaldum scoring in big European games has happened before. 3 goals in Champions League semi-finals for Gini Wijnaldum. 2 for Liverpool against Barcelona. 1 against, of course, Roma. Going to be a throw-in now for the capital side, trying to bring success. Certainly can, Liz. I think everyone wants to anyway. Everyone wants to just have a bit of a laugh and a chin wag, talking about this football game. Awful. Yeah, TNT Sports is a new thing now. What on earth, lads? Why do they need to change it up? Do any of you guys know why BT are changing their name? I find it very backwards. Like, you're already well known as BT Sports. Unless it's more of an American thing, I don't quite know. Is TNT Sports a thing in America? Thrown in onto the left-hand side, and it's gone out of play. There is Brian Cristante playing in that double pivot for with Nemanja Matic for Roma. You can sync up the clocks as well. It's in behind for Abraham, though. Abraham flicks it across. Headed away well in the end by Sevilla, and they're going to control. And Navas will play it away to Lucas Ocampos. Still got it here, the Argentine. Navas inside. That's a good ball to Rakitic. It's part of Universal Studios. Fernando Reges now for Sevilla. And they know their way around the Europa League final. 6 times winners, remember, including a three-peat between 2014 and 2016. A win would also get them Champions League football, which they wouldn't get. Roma would at least get European football next season because of their league finish. And this would guarantee Champions League pot 1. This is where they go. And it's a corner to Sevilla. Rui Patricio has had a real good start in his last season for Roma. Had a very, very good start in that. But now, there we go. So, 7 minutes in here, and we have our first corner for Sevilla. And Rakitic isn't going to take it. I think there might be a few objects thrown at him from Roma fans, if I'm not mistaken. I don't quite know what's going on over there. I think Paulo Dybala might have told them to calm it down. I'm not too sure what happened there. But Rakitic is going to go back over to the corner and take it for Sevilla. Look to take it quickly, but he's going to rebound and take it again. Rakitic well firmly headed away by Roma. That defence of Bade, Gudelj, Navas and Telles. Gudelj, of course, a natural midfielder, but taking its way back into defence for tonight. There is a familiar face on the bench as well for Sevilla. Suso, of course, formerly of Liverpool. And here's a chance for Pellegrini to get forward. Dybala's there too. And he's gone down, and that is going to be a free kick to Sevilla. Dybala wants a yellow card, it seems, for Nemanja Gudelj. But Dybala still down. He went down so harshly and firmly, but realistically, he just had a little tread on his ankle. That was nothing really malicious from the Serbian Gudelj, sorry. Played out wide, but it's only out to Cristante. I think Dybala should be okay. Abraham flicked on into Pellegrini, and Dybala could get him behind, but it's well shoved away in the end by Sevilla and Alex Telles. Really well defended that, because otherwise Dybala is probably the last person in this team you want one-on-one. It's gone all the way through, though, back to Rui Patricio. And almost 10 minutes into this game, Dybala just having a little wander around. Doesn't look like he's too enamoured. It's Chris Smalling. Mancini. Roma just maintaining control. And that is what they do. It is just what they do. They are, for a Jose Mourinho team, they're probably the most possession-heavy Jose Mourinho team we've seen. And they've got a lot of it at the moment. But they will, I think, in this final be a lot more defensively sound and solid. Screen's just having a little flicker right now. I don't really quite know. It might be the BT coverage. I don't think it's at my end. Here's Jesus Navas for Sevilla. Plays it back into Loic Bade, who scored, I think he scored the goal against Manchester United, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Ocampos. But it comes back now into Nemanja Matic. And played wide again. Looking for Celik, and he's played off Tellez, and it's out for a Sevilla for a Roma throw-in. Zeki Celik is a player who a lot of European clubs are coveting. Josh, man, it's mental. I don't even know. It's because I left the leave OBS on for sometimes, and I forget, and then it just makes me go live like just totally randomly. But I need to remember to turn OBS off every time. Played a brilliant ball wide to Dybala. Dybala inside. And played back. Surely! Oh, it's a great save from Bono. It's a really, really top save, that. I can't quite... I think it was Spinazzola who had the effort. The Italian international. It's a brilliant save by Bono. It is down his neck, but it's got good power on it from the wing back. Got into a really good position, which is what Jose Mourinho would like his wing-backs to do. And it was very, very nearly 1-0 to Roma early on, but he's got it again, Spinazzola here. Abraham back into Nemanja Matic. Goes across towards Dybala. Can he get the Dybala? It's great from Bono, right in the right position, just to deny him. Gudelj again, also in the right position. Fernando Regues again helping out too. There's no spoilers this one. It should be okay. I should be nice and live this time. I should be nice and ready and live still. It should be the same time. I don't know. Here's Fernando Regues trying to dart forward, but Matic is there. Two players with a combined age of 70 playing against each other. 69 really, but it's funny numbers, isn't it? Funny numbers. Yeah, it should be all good today. So we've got the actual timing right. Sevilla just trying to maneuver the ball with Alex Tellez. He goes back into Gudelj in the Sevilla half into Fernando now. Fernando Regues for Sevilla. Wide into Navas. And they just try and maneuver around. Loic Bade, of course, had a little spell at Nottingham Forest at the start of this season. Didn't really come through. And yeah, if there is any goals and you see it before me, I doubt it though with this stream. I think I'm only 10 seconds behind. Oh, there we go. That's not even that bad then. Here's and that'll only be because of the stream latency. Played in behind, looking for Yusuf En-Nesyri. Smalling opts for the safe option of putting it out for a Sevilla throw-in. It's a chance inside the box though, and he's going to be seen out well by Nemanja Matic. God wishes he could drive a boat. Would be crazy. I think a lot of people would like to drive a boat, to be honest. It'd be cool. Yeah, I don't think we'll sign Jules Koundé. How much I'd love to sign Jules Koundé. I think he'd be perfect for our right centre-back role. I don't think we will. I think he's going to stay at Barcelona and probably get chances at centre-back. But McAllister, Kone and Thuram would be lovely. Yuri and Timber maybe come in as well. We've got to sell as well. I think we've got to get that right. But I'm happy with the way the transfer window is looking at the moment. I love McAllister. Seriously. I think he is Wijnaldum reincarnate, but better technically. I think Wijnaldum was a good technical player as well. Don't get me wrong. Smalling does really well and heads it back to Rui Patricio. I think Wijnaldum was a good player technically, but there's a lot of similarities between him and McAllister. A lot of similarities, and I like it. I like it a lot. Are Man City in money problems too? I don't quite know, actually. I think the 115 charges. Oh, but they'll sort it out. Here's Abraham. That's a good turn. Very deep, Tammy Abraham. He's still got the ball. He didn't really get past Ocampos, and now it's well won back in the end by Jesus Navas. I did see that hog. It was incredible. It was so incredible. Congratulations to Heidenheim, by the way. What an achievement to get from that size of club to get into the Bundesliga. What a performance from them. And they are very much going to be one of the underdogs next season. But Hamburg just can't seem to get promoted. They just can't seem to get promoted. I really hope. I do want to see them back in the big time. Of course, they're a massive European giant in their heyday. But now to have them still in the Bundesliga too is it's just mental. They were celebrating on the field as well. It was gutting, absolutely gutting. I don't know really. I don't know about all the rumours. I tend not to get involved, but it is fun. So Jose Luis Mendilibar, formerly of, he went through a lot of clubs, but did brilliantly at Eibar, did brilliantly at Alaves, and now of course he's at Sevilla. What a moment for him to get through to this final. He's probably not the most deluxe and exciting name that they've had through the doors of the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, but he's certainly an exciting prospect for them. To get them, I know they finished 11th this season, but to get into a Europa League final and win this trophy is part of this club's heritage now. And to be competitive in Europe, is that era ever going to end? Even when they have poor league seasons, they seem to pull it out of the bag in the Europa League and then get Champions League money. Congrats to Coventry for losing. I mean, fair play to Coventry for losing. They were unlucky to lose on penalties, of course. But I think either one of Luton or Coventry would have been a brilliant addition to the Premier League. It is a foul here. It's another clash of heads. I don't think there's going to be a foul either way. It's between Alex Telles and Zeki Çelik. They're coming together, but it's still down here. Zeki Çelik, the Turkish international. And Patricio and a lot of the players are going over there. Jose going to eat pizza after this. I think he's very much deserved a nice pepperoni. Absolutely deserved a nice pepperoni, Mr. Mourinho. Next Wednesday, right here on the Stonadge channel, we will be covering the Europa Conference League final live with a West Ham United fan. So it's going to be a double watch along. Me and Alex are going to be watching it. It's going to add an extra bit of tension. I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. It's going to be a real different sort of watch along because I haven't watched a game with him where I've watched a couple of Liverpool West Ham games with him and watched a couple of Liverpool games. I haven't watched many West Ham games with him, so it's going to be real fun, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to be streaming live from Alex's house, so it's going to be incredible, lads. It's going to be really good fun, and big West Ham fan. It is an absolute passion fest. Absolute passion fest. This game. It's going to be huge, lads. And you can hear Alex's really posh voice, which is hilarious. Headed away. And it's out for a throw in here. There we go, Falafel. That's probably the best way. We don't have a TV in our house, but luckily for next year, my parents are going to give us a TV. As a sort of housewarming gift, so I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully I can watch some football on it with you in our front room. Get in, Falafel. Get in, lad. Here's Hog Dini. So, lads, we are 20 minutes in here, very, very nearly, and no one's really had a sight of goal apart from Leonardo Spinazzola. It's a good win by Pellegrini and flicked on by Abraham. Pellegrini can't get there again, though, and there's Alex Telles for Sevilla, who will clear away. Another player who's going to have had more success in this competition than Manchester United this season. I can't really banter Man United too much, can I? I can't really banter them too much. I went through Doncaster on the weekend, Joshy boy. Here's Spinazzola. Oh, nice one, Hog. And that is out of play for a throw-in now. Campos couldn't quite get there. And here is Spinazzola, who will take it again. Dybala looking for Abraham, who was well intercepted that time by Gudelj, and remains 0-0. No real sight of the ball from the Sevilla attackers. I don't think I've seen Brian Hill touch the ball once. And I don't think I've seen Oscar Torres touch the ball once. So, realistically, I suppose that says to me that it's just been a completely dull midfield battle so far, which I'd say is the truth. Just finished put together a pasticcio, Chris, to be served with garlic naan and cucumber salad. That sounds incredible, Liz. And there's another headbang here. It's another head clash. It's a yellow card now. Hello. Who's going to be booked here? Is it Jose Mourinho? Who's going to be booked? Is it Pellegrini? Oh, it's going to be Matic. To be fair, he did get his elbow up first and highest. That's a yellow card. That's a good decision from Anthony Taylor. I don't think I'd ever see this. I don't think I'd ever say this in my life. That is a very good decision from Anthony Taylor. It has to be said. Because I thought that was a very soft yellow card at first sight. But he did raise his elbow. That's a very good decision from Anthony Taylor. I don't think I'd ever say this ever in my life. Nemanja Matic is booked. I love that Roma kit, by the way. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That Roma kit is beautiful. Absolutely, Nick Nack, yeah. Those of us who know the Premier League well enough. Rakitic will take this free kick, though. And there's no one there apart from Chris Smalling, who will powerfully head away for Roma. Crossfield ball. Well taken down by Ocampos. He's looking for Navas. He's well intercepted by Spinazzola. That sounds amazing, Liz, by the way. You're making me hungry. I got pizza after the stream, so. Jesus Navas. Crossed in deep and away by Mancini. Going to come back out to Navas. And Nesri looked offside when he received the ball. He's not going to be given it, though. It's hooked away by Roma anyway. Matic is like Fabinho, isn't he? Chat Sport. I think he's bang on with that. Like, just very combative midfield. That's another foul this time from Cristante, who's going to be doing a lot of the dirty work now for Roma. Brian Hill's an interesting one, isn't he? He looks like he's got the ability, but the physicality, he's got such a slight body frame. I don't think it was ever going to work for him in the Premier League. You see it now, I think even more now that these sort of players are really struggling. Like, they are struggling. 13 games for Spurs, including we saw, I think, one this season. I think it might have been that Villa game that we did the first watch-along ever on. And, yeah, four games this season, 11 in all comps. And he hasn't looked like doing anything, has he, really? I feel sorry for him. Sounds so nice. Stop talking about food. I'm getting hungry. Nah, it's all right. We've got me and Izzy went on a big food shop today, so we were pretty well stocked in our fridge. It's crossed in though, looking towards En-Nesyri. It's flicked away, and it's a slip. He saw the headlines. And Brian Hill, unfortunately, did not write the article. Ibanez is down now for Roma in another head clash. They've got to be really careful now. It's the second time Ibanez has gone down. Mourinho... it's okay, Liz. I'm only messing. It's another head clash, though, and that is not good news. We've got to be careful with these now. He actually just... actually, En-Nesyri, I don't know if it was deliberate. He actually punched to... Actually sort of slapped Ibanez. What am I having for dinner? I'm having pizza tonight from Lidl because I'm a poor boy. It was actually one of the expensive pizzas from Lidl. So I might be balling, lads. It was £3. You lads, yeah. I'm balling now. I'm balling. The premium Lidl range, lads. I'm in it. Deluxe Lidl range. Flicked on, though, by Cristante. It's well won in the end by Sevilla. And they played it back now into Loic Bade. Bade out wide to Jesus Navas. Goes long. And Nesri flicks it on. It's what I call a Kiefer Moore when he flicks it on straight to the goalkeeper. Mancini. It's got to be a foul. It is a foul. And a free kick for Sevilla. For Roma, sorry. Given away by Sevilla and Alex Telles. "26 minutes in now, and it's been an entertaining one. I can't lie. I know it's been a midfield battle, but I'm just enjoying the magnitude of this occasion, and I know how much it will mean to either of these managers and either of these sides and fan bases to win this competition. Chat Sport, I think you're bang on. I do think you're bang on. I think Matic might be in trouble. You can feel the stress emanating from Jose Mourinho's veins. Abraham again under pressure, but it's well won by Sevilla and cleared away by Sevilla. Knocked down by En-Nesyri. And now Torres. Will he look for a crossfield ball? He won't, but he will find Ivan Rakitic, and he's the man you want on the ball in this sort of area. Navas. Into Ocampos, a real bulky winger. Navas again. Still Navas. And he's gone down, En-Nesyri, but not going to be anything given. And Loic Bade will play back. Oh, it's not the greatest and most convincing of balls. But Bono is there and does well. How has everyone's week been? If you haven't been here, if you weren't here for yesterday's stream, I would recommend I would recommend highly to go and watch that for my roasting myself and my Premier League predictions. Smalling clears away. Abraham flicked on, does well. It's well won by Sevilla. Jose Mourinho is not happy about something. He's nearly on the pitch, Jose Mourinho. But Sevilla have had 57% of the ball to Roma's 43%. Here's Fernando Regues out wide to Navas. Navas going to sprint wide. Still Navas. Still Navas. That's a poor ball. Tammy Abraham for Roma. He's very, very deep in this. And that's a great little ball. It's a great little ball. There wasn't really many options on, but he in the end found Zeki Celik, who's now played it back to Mancini. Smalling. Hey, Josh Lyle, how are we doing? Good to see you, my friend. How are you? That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Played back into Smalling. I want to get your guys' thoughts behind me for next season. What the sort of, and on my desk for next season. What sort of things do we want to see? Oh, hello. First of all, here's Spinazzola. Dybala's lost it. It's a good challenge by Rakitic. And now Fernando Regues goes safely into Jesus Navas' keeping. Navas back to Bono. Great stuff, Joshy boy. Good to hear. Good to hear. Back into the feet of Ibanez now. Plenty of time for the Spaniard to look forward or look back towards Rui Patricio. He goes forward instead. Spinazzola is there and he'll go back into Chris Smalling. Who do I think is going to win? I've gone with Sevilla after extra time. But it could well be penalties today. We are, I'm in the works of planning some StreamYard shows, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know as any guests you'd want on as well. Oh, I love T20, see. I love T20, but I can't stand the 100. Don't give me the 100, man. I've got 2 games of cricket I'm going to, actually. I'm going on the 16th of June to watch Gloucestershire, I believe. And then I'm going to watch England v New Zealand in September in Cardiff. So it's going to be incredible. I'm buzzing for that. I should have a mascot for my desk, maybe Pikachu. That's a shout. I should get a Pokemon on my desk. I'm not going to get you on my desk. I'm not going to get you on my desk, am I? Because you're already here. I don't need you on my desk. I'm not going to get a little mini Izzy on my desk. A little Izzy bobblehead. I'm also thinking of next season potentially streaming without a green screen, lads. Potentially. Oh, Abraham has gone down. He's been kicked in the head. I don't think it was deliberate, but Sevilla are going to counter-attack anyway. And there we go. We're going to bring it back. Tammy Abraham's down holding his head. Jose Mourinho's absolutely fuming. And that is a great meme template. Mourinho's head like... Like... Yeah, we're also... Oh, there's a potential penalty check having a look here as well. I don't think it was deliberate, and I don't think it's a penalty, but... Mini Mbappe. I don't like Mbappe that much, to be honest. Oh, I don't think you can give that as a penalty for me. I don't think it's a penalty. VAR is checking. Izzy is a co-host, not a mascot. Exactly. For me, Liz said that. How on earth? How on earth? VAR is check over. It's no penalty. But Abraham, again, it's I think the 4th or 5th clash of heads or head problem that we've seen. No penalty for Roma. And Jose Mourinho looks absolutely incensed and angry. The thing is, with Abraham, right, in this situation, he puts his head in this dangerous situation. He ducks his head. I think if he doesn't duck his head and that still happens, that's a penalty. But the fact is, he's ducked his head into that. In referee law, in the laws of the game, it's an offence to duck your head into a dangerous situation. As it is to put your head in there, to put your foot in there. Abraham is back up though. So 32 minutes in, Sevilla 0, Roma 0 in this Europa League final. And there is Jesus Navas for Sevilla. I think we're going the long haul, lads. I think everything we've seen so far is confirmed that we're going the long haul. It's going to be a long old stream, I think. Yeah, let's get some suggestions of what you want on my desk, and I'm sure I can ask my good friend to help me out on that one. Here's Abraham. In behind, looking for Pellegrini. He can't get there, but Matic isn't going to go too much into the challenge, but they have won it back through Spinazzola. Played firmly back into Cristante. Spinazzola's going through. He's done really well here, Spinazzola, but he's well challenged in the end by Fernando. It's well intercepted as well, and Spinazzola and Pellegrini between them managed to dart through. It's a good interception. Fernando protects the ball really well. Excellent from the veteran Brazilian, formerly, of course, of Manchester City and Shakhtar Donetsk. Good to see you, Yusuf. Oh, that's got to be a foul, right? It's got to be a foul. But anyway, it's played through, and it's a chance for Roma. Huge chance for Roma. Goal for Roma. Lift off for Roma. And it's Paulo Dybala, the man for the big occasion for the capital club. And Paulo Dybala scores for Roma. He sets it. He sets the crowd into absolute delirium. 34 minutes on the clock and Dybala with tears in his eyes. It's 1-0 to the Italians. Very much, I tell you what, it's not the end of this one, but it's brilliant innovation. I think I can't tell who it is with the pass. Is it Mancini with the pass? And Dybala is the man to send them into delirium. It's a brilliant piece of innovation. I think it's Mancini, the defender, with the pass. And Dybala hits it into the ground. Really, really good finish from the Argentine. Jose Mourinho is cold in his celebration. He tells players to calm it down. It's never done against this Sevilla side. But wow. Wow, Paulo Dybala. A signing on a free from Juventus. High profile footballer. Came into the club with a bad injury record. But my oh my, he might have scored the most important goal of Roma's recent history. Dybala, 29 years old now, with his 12th goal of what has been, well, his 17th goal, sorry, of what has been an incredible season for him. 1-0 Roma. Could the goalkeeper have done better? I don't think so. I think he hit it into the ground really well. What's going on here? I think the fans are a little bit disgruntled from the Sevilla end. And it is 1-0 to Roma in this Europa League final in Budapest. 1-0 to Roma. Incredible. Incredible. The crowd. The crowd. Wow. I can't quite believe the scenes we're seeing. And that is going to be a foul. And Nesri. Look at the flares. Oh, wow. Rafa Mir has been yellow carded. Who's on the subs bench? I don't quite know why. Well, no, because he's on the opposite team. I don't quite know why Rafa Mir has been booked from the Sevilla bench, but he's been booked anyway. Headed in behind, and could Abraham and Dybala be involved again? It's not been great, but I love the final. I love the tension of a final. I'm engrossed. Send you little stuff to put on my desk. Nah, well, you could. I'll leave it to the Discord. Obviously, it's got to be graphical. But yeah, we need some graphical stuff. What do I have on the desk? It can be literally anything, not anything strange or anything. But I'll leave it to the Discord to do it. And also, I need some emoji suggestions. That's next on my list to do. Is channel emojis. That what? We need some channel emojis, lads. If anyone's up for making some, you're more than welcome, and I will use them if they're good. Played wide now. Going to be crossed in. It's going to come all the way through, but Rui Patricio holds it well. Oh yeah, flares I think are great. I like it. Get some emojis of Izzy's face. Izzy time emojis. That's got to be done. And an Izzy time intro for next season. Has to be done, right? Chance now for Roma to get another one if they want to. And Dybala's surely been fouled here. Anthony Taylor does give the foul. They're appealing for a yellow card against Brian Heel here. You couldn't find a more scouse-looking Spaniard if you tried. He looks like a beetle. Heel, just a clash of the knees, really. Yeah, we've got lots and lots of plans for the summer, the off season, for everything really. But we're getting towards the middle of the year now. It's 75 days till the league starts again. We're going to be doing lots and lots of pre-season watch-alongs as well. The LFC TV ones especially. I'm very much looking forward to watching some of those. If you guys want to come watch along with me, then that would be amazing. It'd be brilliant to have you around. Pellegrini stands over the free kick for Roma. Is it going to be Pellegrini? It is. Pellegrini crosses deep. It's not a bad one. And it goes past two Roma players at the back post. I think it was... they're appealing for a foul against Ibanez. Smalling and Ibanez were at the back post. And it was Lucas Ocampos who just got a little shove in at the right time. I can't really see why Ibanez wasn't getting his head on that one. And I think that's why his teammate Cristante was not happy with him. Why was Rafa Mir booked, David? Do you see? Cleared forward by Bono. Well won, though, by Cristante. It's gone all the way back, and there's another head issue here. Oh, there we go. In the aftermath, Anthony Taylor went to the site to book a severe sub and warned both benches about the poor behaviour. Michael Oliver is being harassed by the benches. Oh, that'll be why then. I think Anthony Taylor's had a very good game so far. I cannot lie. I cannot lie to you, lads. He's had a fantastic game. I think he's got everything right. And you know how reluctant I am to praise English referees. Here's Gudilch. Teles. Under pressure, but he's found Oliver Torres and it's gone all the way out for a throw-in now. Matic. And it's out of play for a Sevilla throw-in now. 41 minutes on the clock. I think Matic has now secured himself a cheeky sub at 60 minutes, to be honest with you. I know Jose Mourinho probably would have wanted to keep a player of his guile on for 90, but unfortunately now with his yellow card and tired legs potentially in the later stages of the game, I think he's probably secured himself passage off at 60 minutes, which I think is probably enough for 35-year-old Nemanja Matic's body. Here's Loic Bade. 34 years old, sorry, on Matic. But here's Bono, and a player who has been coveted by a lot of big European clubs. I think if Sevilla do lose tonight, I think he might find himself somewhere else this summer. Manchester United have been linked. Of course, David De Gea won the Golden Glove, but I will say this now, that is mainly down to Varane and Martinez, just saying. In fact, I'd say it's largely down to Varane and Martinez and Luke Shaw, actually, as well. I don't think David De Gea is anywhere near responsible for any of those, or for the vast majority of them anyway. There's several games where he's just given it away for United, including this Europa League game, which is why Sevilla are here, and it's towards En-Nesyri. And it looks like they're appealing for a foul, Roma, but it's not going to be given. And Jose Mourinho is absolutely furious, as is Jose Mendilibar. He's saying it's a foul, Jose Mourinho. He's absolutely furious with the fourth official, Michael Oliver. Of course, they'll be well acquainted from their time in the Premier League. It's going to be a corner to Sevilla, though. Rakitic will take it. It's towards the back post. It's a free header. And again, that's a big chance for Sevilla. It was En-Nesyri who had the header. The cross in, and it was well won, and they appealed for a foul against Ibanez with a foul from Ocampos, and En-Nesyri had a free header. I love Jose. I do. I just love him. I can't help but love him. I can't help but love that man. He's such... You can tell how much he lives for football. And I live for that. Going to be cleared forward anyway by Roma and Patricio. It was poor marking from Roma from that corner, by the way. Again, something Jose Mourinho will not be very happy with. Here's Abraham. Holds the ball up really well, and that's part of his job today. And Dybala has got it off him. Dybala for Roma. He's got past another. Dybala's got past another. He's back for Pellegrini. Oh, it's nutmegged. Abraham with the shot. Still Abraham. What's he given here? A yellow card for Pellegrini. For diving, I think. It's a yellow card for Pellegrini. I want to see this again. Is it for diving? Is it for complaining? Let's have a look at this. Dybala did so well on this left-hand side. Cut back inside. Pellegrini. Nutmegged one. Oh, that's such a dive. It's another brilliant decision from Anthony Taylor. He left his trailing leg in. Anthony Taylor, fantastic refereeing once again. Fantastic refereeing. He took his time. He made the decision. Fair play yet again to Anthony Taylor. I know we criticise these referees. I know that it's popular too. But we have to give them credit when it's due. That is a brilliant decision because that could have changed the game. And VAR wouldn't overturn that because they'd be like, oh, maybe he did, whatever. Anyway, 7 minutes of added time. And Abraham is bursting in behind on this left-hand side. That is a foul, surely, and a yellow card here. No? No, okay. No foul given at all. We have to applaud Anthony Taylor, guys. Oh, he is. Isn't he just shy? I adore him. There's 7 minutes added on, by the way, and that's for all the stoppages we've seen in this first half. Flicked on, but there's nobody there. That's a key for more there. If, by the way, guys, it's my new favorite piece of terminology. If a ball gets flicked on to a goalkeeper by a big striker, that's a key for more. Because when I watch Cardiff with Kiefer Moore in the team, and even Wales, every time that happens, every time. He gets launched up to Kiefer Moore. He heads it on to nobody but himself, and it just goes back to the goalkeeper. So if we see a Kiefer Moore in this game, let us know. It's going to be cleared away, and it's gone out of play for a throw-in to Roma. It's played off by Nemanja Matic. He's done so well. Yeah, it's a very, very good decision from Anthony Taylor. I have to say, he's had a fantastic half. He's done everything right. Every decision's been correct so far. There's not been one that's really been controversial. Cleared away and gone out for a throw in to Sevilla. There we go. It's going to be Ocampos with a long throw. I can't say he's been very good. I can't say anyone's been very good when it comes to refereeing Liverpool, but that's our bias. I'm completely neutral in this game, and I think he's been wonderful. Got everything right. Only as far as Gudelj now, though, for Sevilla. And there's 5 minutes to go of this added time period. Crossed in all the way, and it's going to go all the way through for a Roma throw-in. Seen out by Zeki Celik. And the Roma fans give him a big ovation on that side. But Paulo Dybala is the man they can be thankful for with his goal, which has given them a huge, huge lead in this one. It's a really well picked out ball in the end as well by Mancini. And Dybala, cool as you like. Cool as you like. Hit it into the ground as well. You see it more and more now with players when they do one-on-ones. It's hitting the ball into the ground to get that bounce above goalkeepers who go low. And it's a wonderful finish, it has to be said. But here's Ocampos for Sevilla. Goes into Brian Heel now. Beats one man and beats another. He's done really well here. It's well intercepted by Nemanja Matic. It's advantage played. Is he going to give the free kick? He is. Fernando Ruggers is going to take it quickly, though. Heel. Into Bade. Wide to Navas. Can he get a cross in? But no, he can find a good ball into Heel. We'll go cut back on his left. It's a poor cross, really. Firmly headed away by Ibanez. Chested out by Roma now, and they can't quite keep hold of it. Now Bade's on it again for Sevilla. They're trying their best to break their way through before this half-time period. Of course, remember back in 2016, Liverpool led by a 1-0 at half-time against the Sevilla side. It ended up being 3-1 to Sevilla. Kevin Gamero and Koke with the goals that day. Going to be crossed in, is it? It is firmly, but cleared well out into the throw-in area for... It wasn't Mancini. It must have been Ibanez who played that pass. I want to see who played that pass because it was exceptional. Really quick thinking from Roma. Yeah, it was Mancini who played that pass. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't think it was. But yeah, Mancini with the ball. And that finish from Dybala, wonderful. 4 minutes gone through in this added time so far, though. Sevilla just need... Yeah, they do need to get a shot away, Amy. You are absolutely right. We're very, very close. We're closing in on half-time here. Going to be crossed in by Navas. And it's going to come all the way through. And it very nearly goes in. But it's well won by Dybala and hooked away by Abraham. It's a bit of Hackney Marshes at the back, really. Just to get the ball away. It's played into Gudelj. And Sevilla are on their way forward now. If they can make it with Navas. That's a good ball. Cleared away, though. And Oliver Torres can get involved as well. Liverpool v Brighton Dublin final. You know what? I wouldn't back us. Flicked on. They're appealing for a foul here, Roma. They're not going to get it. It's backheeled into Torres. It's a good touch. Good turn. Played towards Rakitic, who's going to take the shot. And he's hit the post. It's a wicked left-footed strike by Rakitic. And Sevilla come within millimetres of levelling up. That's as close as we've got so far. Been hoiked in again towards the back post, and it's lost in the end. And Rakitic, so unlucky, within the width of a blade of grass for giving Sevilla a leveller. It's a wicked strike. I don't know whether it took a nick off a Roma body. It didn't. It was as pure as you come. And Rakitic, and it nearly even hit Patricio. Roma are very fortunate in this situation. Sevilla, extremely unfortunate. It should be 1-1. Ivan Rakitic, using all of his experience, so unlucky. Perfect, pure effort. And it's cleared away by Patricio now from the goal kick. Roma looking into just survival mode here at the end of this first half. And who can blame them, really? Heel. Crossed by Rakitic, who is the pendulum that keeps this Sevilla clock ticking. Navas wide into Ocampos. Navas again back heels it. There's no one there, really, apart from Lorenzo Pellegrini in his own corner. Keeping the ball there. And they're keeping the ball in the corner. Keeping the ball in the corner as well. At the end of the first half. I think this is the first for me. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Campos has got it now, though, for a throw-in for Sevilla. And it's a long ball in. I don't think it looked a particularly legal throw-in, but it's headed away. Comes back out to Gudelj, who's going to take the shot. It's really well blocked in the end by Dybala. And that is the end of the first half. I'm sort of breathless. It was a midfield battle for a long, long time. And it just sparked into life. Paulo Dybala gave Roma the lead early on in the, midway through the first half. And then Sevilla have really finished this half strongly. They really attacked the Roma backline and put them under pressure. But at half-time here in Budapest, it is Sevilla 0, Roma 1. And we all know what time it is now. If she's going to move. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. It's easy time, it's easy time. Come gather up, it's easy time, it's easy time, it's easy time. Your only cure for sadness. Yeah, they'll be fine. I hope so. Well, they're dark green. Let's have a look. Let's have a look how they look. Come in, come on. Yeah, you're fine. They just look grey. Give us a second. I'll let you get in. And there we go. So I will see you lot in about 15 minutes. But I'll leave you in the capable hands of Isabel. So yeah, see you in a second, ladies and gents. You got a lift? Fantastic news. There we go. Here you go.
Which tab is what? Oh, there you go.
So the comments are there.
They're not. There they are. Hello, everyone. Liz knows what's up. Feel very short again.
You can change OBS if you want.
I'm well, David. I'm well. Had today off, so just been a bit of a mixture of lazy but productive. Oh, there's the comments. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh well, I can see double comments. I suppose I won't change Chris's setup too crazy. Nope. Where's that tab gone? Ah, there you go. I did, Liz. It was lovely to see Chris's family. So it was just very relaxing, blessed with great weather and great food and lovely company. So, and yes, we did meet the nephew, so that was even better. So I'm just going to move that slightly so I can see people's full names. Sorry, Chris. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. How is everyone? But yeah, good thing you guys caught me when you did, because I need to make my lunch for tomorrow very, very shortly. So, because I have work tomorrow. So, we will see. But we'll wait till Chris is back. I've been procrastinating doing it. So, oh well. Let's see. Oh, the flash. I'm well, Shire, and yourself? Yeah, your mug with your toothbrush in it, that one. Yep. Can you always leave it there? This is why. The Flash. Oh, a Flash film, really. Anyway. Oh. As I said, adverts, we need them, but we hate them, so. I just find it bizarre that the game's on YouTube, so if anyone has the knowledge, then that would be useful knowledge, I suppose. But if not, it's fine. It was David. He was so small. He was heavy when he was born, but then holding him, he was so tiny. I'm behind on my reading, Liz. To be quite honest, I started a book for book club. It was that blind date one I told you guys about a while back. Can't get into it. I'm struggling. Not gonna lie to you. So there is a last book of a series that I'm wanting to start, though. It's just getting around to it. But as Chris said, we got a holiday in a couple of weeks, so maybe I'll take it up there because we'll have more time then. I did Shire, yes. As I said before, it's just lovely to see everyone and gorgeous weather. I mean, the travel was a bit far, but I managed to sleep in cars quite easily. So luckily, on the way and on the way back, I managed to sleep for some of it. So it made it go quicker. Sorry. Don't know where the yawning's coming from. Clearly me talking about beds hit me and maybe saying, yep, time for bed soon is. Who knows? But oh well. But lovely to see you all anyway. Obviously I'm keeping in touch with those of you that are in the Discord. But oh well. It's fluff on the mic. Oh well. How many? Oh, there's 9 of you. And there's 10 likes. That's a good statistic, I'd say. Is that the right word? What else to talk about? I feel like I'm struggling to what to talk about, which is unheard of for me. There we go. There we go. What's that? I'm just looking at Chris's YouTube and trying to figure out what things. Hi, Spencer. Nice to see you. Chris mentioned your name. I mean, I'm not in the chat today. I was playing on our Switch, so sorry I haven't greeted you guys before. Not really, David. I'm doing a 2-day week with my main job because I work 2 jobs. My other job hasn't given me shifts. It's a 0 hours contract, so it's hit or miss. But last day of the week tomorrow. Collect the keys for my new the in-between house, as I'm calling it, on Friday. And then I've got to start packing, which, as everyone probably would agree on, is a tiresome, boring activity. So, ooh, that's a good question, Liz. Probably words. Probably. I mean, I want you guys. What do you guys think? You guys will be the ones using them, so I feel like words make more sense based on the fact that you guys always say "Izzy time" when you know it's happening, which very kind of you. But that's my 2 cents of it. That Izzy time in writing probably would get more use, but let the people speak, as they say. So I want to hear what you guys think. I thought Chris doing that earlier was quite a funny emoji, so that could work. Well, a facial expression that could be used as an emoji is what I meant to say, sorry. Both of us can't get our words out tonight, it seems like. It's not like we didn't sleep. Sorry if I'm making anyone tired. Yeah, that's the annoying thing, David. It's literally like for 3 months. As Chris probably explained, we can't move into the new property until late September, so it's literally like June to September. So it's just like, and the place I've got is a smaller room than I currently got. So luckily my parents don't live too far, so they can come and pick me up, but pick the rest of my stuff up. But it's so boring. Unless it's packing for a holiday, which it can sometimes take time, but it's still the excitement of knowing you're going on holiday. But moving, packing, no. So that's not really fun. But at least it'll be done. So we'll do, Liz. We'll do. That's like when lifting, isn't it? I think it's like making sure you're doing it correctly when moving stuff about. I think from memory, you might have to remind me, but I'm pretty sure it's like, correctly lifting and maneuvering yourself so you don't cause injury. But correct me if I'm wrong. This is a very big studio. I just realised. Sorry, they're the commentators and all that in the studio. It's a bit excessive, isn't it? Hopefully, David, I mean, Chris and I will still be seeing each other when we can, but obviously he'll be back home and I'll be still in Cardiff. But we'll make time for each other because that's what you do. So, saying how big the studio is at the stadium or whatever it is.
You boy.
You need to get more decaf soon, don't you?
No, still got a whole box.
Ready? Yeah. Sorry.
You're yawning on air.
I didn't mean to. I started talking about like sleep and how I need to make my lunch soon because I keep procrastinating. But yeah.
Shocking from you.
I know. We slept well as well.
What have you been talking about?
That's the one, Liz. See, I've watched smidgen of Friends, so I as soon as you said that, I remembered.
What?
She's saying, "Remember to pivot when you're moving." It's a Friends quote. When they're moving a country. Yeah, Chris and I don't really watch Friends, so it's different. I do like the kit, the Roma kit.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's my Harry Potter house colours as well. That's the third one you've had today.
I know, I'm recommend that.
You don't need that many. Hi, Chris. Chris Dixon. Is there a reason they're streaming it on YouTube?
Yeah, they do it all the finals every year.
Why?
Because so it makes it accessible for everyone.
That's true. I suppose that's good.
We've got to decide whether we have that TV in our room.
We're not going to have it in our room.
Nah.
But then streaming.
I don't, I can always.
Liz has asked, would I rather the face emoji for moi or in writing? And I said, I want them to decide. But I think it makes more sense to have it in writing because I always type easy time when I'm on.
Oh, you can have both. You can have an easy face with like easy time in writing.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's got to be done, lads.
I think it's quite a good one.
I've got lots of, there's a lot of Chris meme faces that can be done.
Chris has got a lot of meme faces. I'm sure I've got some on my phone somewhere as well. Blackmail material. It's not really blackmail when it's your partner. It's just embarrassment files, I suppose.
Exactly.
7 people in the chat. That vote was up early, unless it literally went from 59 to 61%.
I'm gonna end that poll now because people can't cheat then.
I'm not sure, Liz. To be fair, 60, 39%. There you go, David. We'll figure it out anyway. I've not been before, so if anyone knows Switzerland apart from Chris and his family, then recommendations are welcome. We are going to Interlaken. Thank you. I mean, Chris, as we said the other week, our anniversary is like a few days before, so we might combine something with the holiday. I don't know. I'm trying not to do too much research, to be fair, because I wanted to kind of keep it a secret, but I think Chris and his parents have got a few things that they've seen that they don't mind going back to kind of let me see from what I've gathered. But
it's a lot of mountains and a lot of lakes.
It's like Zelda.
Basically.
For those that know Zelda, it's like Zelda. I got to the edge of the map by accident.
Right.
And I'm in a desert and it's very cold at night. So I've died a few times.
Right.
So, yeah, sorry. Chris and I say we're not gamers, but like Zelda is a weakness, so. Oh, that's a terrible name for a website. Reddit, and it's got a frog. That's for like registration stuff.
I love that. You look knackered, boss.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers. And you, generous. Do I look knackered, people? We haven't been on nephew duty overnight yet, so.
Oh, I can't wait.
What, being woken up at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, but it's a baby.
He is a baby, so sorry.
Come on, that's twice now.
Forgot you'd been, David. You said you've driven around. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And Chris has raved about the food, so as we've said before, we love our food. So maybe I'll borrow Chris's vlogging camera and.
Oh, we'll put something together for the members.
Maybe.
For the members only.
Members only.
Become a member now.
Sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Put something together for members only.
Yeah, what do you mean that sounds dodgy?
Just a little bit.
Do you have a member? Are you a member?
No.
No, exactly. Shocking from you.
And
Not supportive.
thanks, Chris. To be fair, he's just finished his degree, so I don't blame him at the same time.
What's that?
He said, "You look good, Izzy." He's just jealous.
Right.
Dave thinks it's a great idea as well for the members only.
People will find that funny. Sure.
Oh, I didn't get any of your dancing, but then you didn't do much embarrassing dancing.
I did do the Macarena quite embarrassingly.
Yeah, but I was doing it as well, so.
Yeah.
I think I found you doing something. I thought.
I don't know. Put it in the Discord later, okay? Don't go on your phone in the stream, you shocker. You've got lots to learn, madam.
You put on your phone before on the stream.
Yeah, a little bit. Just to check facts, maybe.
David's your facts keeper. What do you mean?
David is my facts keeper. You'll be fired soon.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
What? You can't fire me. The people wouldn't want me fired.
You're gone, mate.
Nah.
You have to go, blood.
No, Liz. No, don't.
What's that?
It's getting used to it now, but just saying, do I prefer you clean shaven?
Oh, no, I miss it. I miss my beard.
He did it. He said he did it because he wanted to look young when we were holding our nephew. However, he then later admitted it's because he shaved too much off and he made a stinker of it. People on the pitch, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Suso is coming on for Torres.
Suso, former Liverpool player.
Is he?
Yeah, and Eric Lamella's coming
Shalom.
on too. For Sevilla.
Terrace. Terrence even.
Terence! Shalom to you. My good man. Oh, you kept this seat warm. You kept this seat warm, lads. Ew. Good to see you all back. And yeah, we're back for this second half of the Europa League semi-final. And what semi-final? The Europa League final. Sorry, I don't know what on earth I'm on about. It's the biggest game in this competition, anyway. Some would say the second biggest game in European football. I'd say they're probably lying. But on comes Suso and Lamela. And Sevilla will get us underway. Terence Tibbs. I've missed you, my man. How are we, Chrissy boy? Yeah, good to see you, man. I am very good. I'm very good, actually. I've got my Europa League patches on, all prepared for next season. This is going to be my Europa League shirt for next year, lads. If I go to any games as well, it'll be my Europa League shirt. But anyway, let's get going. And we're very, very close now to the second half. Roma and Sevilla. Do you guys prefer the badges in the background? I kind of really like it, to be honest. I now look back. I usually have a player in the background as well, but I quite like the badges. I'm a fan of the badges. There we go. Second half has started. And we are underway here at the Ferenc Puskás Stadion in Budapest. 1-0 to Mourinho, my man, Terence. You're absolutely bang on. It is very prime Jose. Ian Dark and Steve McManaman in the commentators for BT, but you're here with Chris Stonadge on the Stonadge channel, which is where you need to be. See, I prefer the badges. I think I prefer the badges to the players. Can't lie, I'm a fan. Put some little nice 3D effects on the badges. I think I prefer them. Crossed in by Sevilla and cleared away. They obviously scored very, very quickly after half-time when they beat Liverpool 3-1. Can they replicate that against Roma? Smelling and magic. Yeah, I think they are, Terence. You're right. Well, they have won the Carabao Cup and they could go and win the FA Cup on Saturday. You're not far off on that one, but it's going to be a throw-in for Roma on this side now. Ale la Roma. What's Italian for come on Roma? Viva Roma? Alexa, what's Italian for come on Roma?
Come on Roma in Italian is Andiamo Roma.
Andiamo Roma. Andiamo. Andiamo Roma. Come on. Any Italian speakers in the chat? Tammy Abraham is up. I missed the header, but it was a little cheeky elbow on another one. Yeah, I think I prefer the badges, so for next season we'll do that. It's less work for me as well, to be fair. Here's Dybala for Roma. Still Dybala, under pressure. Forza would also make sense, yeah. Forza would make sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'll tell you what, Anthony Taylor, though, as I said in the first half, has done an absolutely fantastic job so far in this Europa League semi-final. He's refereed it at just the right tempo, and there is another yellow card, this time for Mancini. Anyone been to Italy in the chat? I've not had a lot of time in Italy. I went there in a couple of day trips and that, but nothing too massive. Right, okay. Did I actually, Terence? Did I actually? That's so funny. Nice cup of tea as well. Cannot complain. It's a little bit milky for me. I made it a little bit milky and I've done myself dirty. Half Italian spend doggy dog. It's going to be a change of shirt for Mancini. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments below, what pre-season matches do you want me to watch? Because I'm looking to do some out there ones. I know a couple already that I'm definitely going to watch. Definitely the Wrexham games. They did very, very well anyway, so they will be watched by me, definitely. Even if I have to do one on holiday, potentially I might do that. Both of you could spend a summer in Italy. That's incredible. We didn't have any of that shit in the UK. We don't go abroad and do stuff like that. Crossed in towards the back post. Is it going to fall? And it nearly does for Ocampos. They're appealing for handball. I don't think it's going to be given that way. It's a throw-in for Sevilla again. Oh, believe me. I just want any specific ones, Dave, if you find them interesting. I'll definitely do some Liverpool ones. But to be fair, I'm back in July, early July, so I shouldn't miss all of the preseason. I'm only miss a real small chunk of it. But we are going to be doing some pre-recorded videos whilst I'm away as well. It's picked up by Gudelj. Crossed in. Headed away. It's going to be an acrobatic effort. It doesn't quite come off like Gareth Bale's for Lucas Ocampos. He's got very dodgy trim, I'd have to say, Lucas Ocampos. It's a strange one. I think I'll do the pre-season games for Liverpool. I remember I did the Liverpool Osasuna game back in the days when I watched some stuff with LFC Transfer Room. So yeah. Friday, July 28th, match 7, Brighton v Newcastle. I'll do that. Sounds quite good. Depends whether I can watch them, of course, or not, but I'm sure I'll be able to. Absolutely, I definitely want to. The podcast I've just recorded, actually, is with someone who's visited 115 countries. So that's a pretty intriguing one, right? I'd love to see how Newcastle do transfer-wise this season, what their plan is. Hello, Bono actually finds his man really well there. I thought he'd be under pressure, but Sevilla have played out well with Fernando Regues driving forward into Rakitic. He's the man they want on the ball, Sevilla, to make things happen. Tellez with him. Chance for Sevilla, and it's blasted over the bar. He just had a touch, but that's the best bit of movement from Sevilla we've seen. And it's been the best sequence of play this half. And it came through Alex Tellez. MLS All-Stars v Arsenal, United v Arsenal. We'll definitely watch those. Barca v Arsenal. I like it. Hoisted forward. Abraham wins the header, but it was involving a little shove on Fernando Regues. It's headed back into Bono now, though. I've Arsenal got all of those ones. I've got to watch them. I've got to watch them, lads. I might have to subscribe to some Arsenal ones. Some Arsenal pre-season areas. And I've been to Ireland. I've been to France. I've been to Italy. I've been to Switzerland, been to Germany, mostly just Europe. And, I've been to Iceland as well. That's another thing, another one. I really want to go and like, I'd love to travel the world, but at the same time, I love my home. I love my home comforts. I'm very adjourned to that, so. Anyway, Spinazzola gives away a free kick for Sevilla, and it's going to be an interesting area for Rakitic to swing it into. It is a foul and just a trip on Lucas Ocampos. Clean shaven, absolutely. My it won't be clean shaven for long. I'm letting it grow out now. I'm not shaving anything but the neck for a while. Norwegian League just for Jensk. Absolutely not. Crossed in, flicked on, and it's well blocked in the end, I think, by a Roma body, unless they didn't get any touch on it, Nesri. Hooked away. Are we getting Blondage back? Not yet. Depends on if I get a job or not, because I've got to worry about what they think about that. So, when I get a job, I'll let you know, basically. But me getting a job will not change anything about this. I will be very much in and around whatever. Crossed in, chance, goal, Sevilla are level. I think it's an own goal, but the last flick came. I think the last flick came from Ocampos. And Sevilla, the people you can never count out in the UEFA Europa League, are level in this against Roma. I think it's going to go down as a Chris Smalling own goal. Oh dear. You can never count this team out in this competition, ladies and gentlemen. It's an own goal. Ocampos is celebrating, but it's definitely an own goal. I don't see anywhere where it could be ruled offside. It's not going to be. It is an own goal. The cross in from Navas was so dangerous. Oh, it actually goes in off Mancini. Mancini was the last touch. And it is the man who broke apart the Sevilla defence for their goal. He's actually broken apart his own defence for the own goal. There was nothing much he could do about it. But Sevilla are level, and it is game on, ladies and gentlemen. Game on here in Budapest. And Sevilla, could they repeat the feat that they did against Liverpool back in 2016, coming from 1-0 down at half-time to go on and win that tournament, as they did? Came off Gonçalo Mancini last. And Sevilla now have the upper hand because, realistically, Roma have been inviting on the pressure and it has been coming. But you just never know with a Jose team. Thrown in by Spinazzola. And back into Mancini now. Dybala comes deep. Not the greatest of passes to Matic. Hooked it out to Celik. And it's all, as Amy has said, a different feeling around this now. It sort of feels like, can Roma hold on for the next 40 minutes? Played into Pellegrini and now wide for Spinazzola. He's got support from Matic and Cristante's in the middle too. Instead, he tries to go and find the man Pellegrini. He's given away a foul and it is a free kick. Sevilla 1, Roma 1. And Jose Luis Mendilibar is the man celebrating. Mancini, the man who is he was desecrated, but he needs to keep his head up because he's had a good game so far, Gonzalo Mancini. It's well kept in. It's going to be a free kick here. It's a foul given away by Zeki Celik, and Anthony Taylor is saying to calm it down. Suso certainly has had an impact. It has to be said, Suso and Eric Lamela. For me, that was a good challenge by Celik. Telles went down. I think Celik got the ball there. I think that's a very harsh one. That's probably the first decision Taylor's got wrong. So we are going to be live on Saturday for the FA Cup final, the Manchester derby, followed by, of course, on Wednesday by the UEFA Conference League final, and then Saturday for the UEFA Champions League final. It is going to be so huge. I'm so looking forward to it. Crossed in and headed away fiercely. Some great finals going on, all live here on the channel. Headed on by Rakitic, and it's a good one into Lamela. That's not a bad ball. It's headed away really well, though, in the right time. By Ibanez, I think, who got there last. Gudelj now into Alex Telles, and Sevilla maintaining the ball and maintaining their momentum here. Inside to Fernando Reges, but there's no one on that side. Apart from the eagle eye of Ibanez, who's seated out for a goal kick. Roma have got options, of course. A very experienced Jorginho Wijnaldum is a star on their bench. Man on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. I thought he won the ball, falafel, but that is why I get football is a game of opinions. There's Tammy Abraham. Can he find a way to get in this game and get a chance? I don't think he's had a shot yet. Celik. Launched towards Abraham, whose job has been to hold the ball up well. Played inside now to Pellegrini, and he's done really well there. Nemanja Matic to go in there and recover that ball. They're appealing for a yellow card. Anthony Taylor is not going to give one. He's absolutely furious with the players, Anthony Taylor, because they've flocked to him, really. It is a foul on Matic, but they flocked to him asking for a yellow. You're not going to get one. Yeah, he just stood on Matic's toes there. It is a foul. It's not a yellow card, and it's a bit far out to shoot. And it's a weird angle to cross from, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen with this free kick. Half an hour to go now in this very, very competitive and combative Europa League final. Dybala stands over this free kick, but it's going to be a long one, maybe for Cristante to have a go at. Maybe Pellegrini too. I think they're going to shoot. It's about 30, definitely 30 yards from goal, maybe 35. And Pellegrini is going to have a go here. It's straight into the wall. Dybala's picked it up, though. I don't quite know what he wanted to do there, Pellegrini, but Dybala's crossed it towards the back post. Smalling's there! And it nearly comes for Abraham. That was a scary moment for Sevilla, but it's well defended in the end. Chris Smalling was at that back post. And hoisted forward again. Headed back by Chris Smalling into Rui Patricio, who rolls out. Here's Matic. Waits for the right pass. Mancini. To Celik, and they're being cornered and boxed in here. Luckily, Celik's ball rebounds off the body of Sevilla player. And Smalling headed the ball across. It's lucky it went through the legs of Ocampos and maybe didn't take a small deflection. But it's still nil. It's still 1-1 here. Abraham again trying to get involved, but not putting his physicality around enough. To throw in now for Roma, I believe. It's about who can make the next step in this game now. It's 1-1. Both sides have had their spells. Roma have certainly, let's just say, sat back on their lead, and they now need to go again and find another one. Will they be able to find that extra gear in the next half an hour? Will anyone be able to find that extra gear in the next half an hour? Will anyone find that real piece of quality and energy to win them this Europa League in 2023? They're appealing for handball. It's not going to be given. Celik finds Abraham. That's a good header into Pellegrini. Is there any options? There is. It's wide left with Spinazzola. He takes on Ocampos and Jesus Navas, but he can't get past the wily veteran Spaniard who wins a throw-in off him. Sevilla 1, Roma 1. 27 to go. There is Suso, the now vastly experienced Spaniard, of course, who came through at Liverpool. Navas. Hey, Lucas, hope you're having a wonderful holiday, my friend. It's a good challenge. Now Dybala. Good interception, though. Flicked up off his man and can be hoisted away. Abraham under pressure. No, not going to be given at all. Good to see you, though, Lucas. How are we, buddy? Still a man down. Dybala wins it back for Sevilla. It's a good turn, and that's a foul on Zeki Celik, and it could be a yellow card here for Rakitic. The Roma fans and players and manager and everyone in the are appealing for a yellow card. And I think they might have had a yellow card against them here. I think Cristante might have been booked here for dissent. And to be fair, they all deserved it. They all went straight out for Anthony Taylor, asking for that yellow card. And I know it's a high stakes. Rakitic deserves a yellow too for the foul that he did, which he has got. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Jose Mourinho on his bench booked as well. I think it's Roma's assistant manager who's been yellow carded here. He might be the analysis guy who's got booked. Celik did so well and he was hacked down by Rakitic. Jose Mourinho, what's he saying? The referee's had a fantastic game and I think he's done the right decision there as well. Yet again, by the way, I don't like to praise I don't like to praise referees too much because it gets in their ego. But Bono screaming at his players to get into line. It's whipped in. That's a good ball. Is it going to find its way to Abraham? It's a great save, surely. Goalmouth scramble and it's wide. How is it not gone in? Bono is down now. I think everyone was onside, played onside by Rakitic. And somehow it doesn't go in. Smalling, Abraham. Wowzers indeed, chat sport. Wowzers indeed. How has it not gone in? It's brilliant from Bono, who got a hand on it just at the right time. Cristante couldn't get on it, and it was sliced wide. So close, but Bono. And a team can be dominated. A Jose Mourinho team can be dominated, but they're always in it. They're always in the game. Here comes Gini Wijnaldum for Roma. He's going to replace Paulo Dybala. Now, that is an interesting change. That is not something I saw happening here. But off comes Paulo Dybala, and he is replaced by Jorginho Wijnaldum. A terrible injury earlier in the year, but he's back out on the field, and that's great to see. In the Europa League final, he's got experience in huge European matches, Gini Wijnaldum. Gini Wijnaldum on for Roma and hoisted away by Bono. Still 1-1 here. 1-0 by Matic. I'm very surprised to see Dybala come off. Very surprised. Flicked on and in behind. And I don't think they'll take Abraham off purely because of his physical presence, Amy. His physical presence is far too valuable for Jose Mourinho at both ends of the pitch. But you know what? He's a top player on his day, Abraham. But today he's had an absolutely awful one. I'm very surprised to see Dybala come off. But what a season he's had. And that will mark the end of it. 18 goals this season now for Paulo Dybala. Gini is on loan, yeah, from Paris Saint-Germain, Falafel. Played inside, and is it going to be crossed in? It is. Well taken down. They're appealing for handball. It won't be done. See you later, Hog, my man. See you soon. See you soon, my bud. Good to have you in, as always. Crossed in, flicked on, and over the bar from Sevilla. Jose looking for more bodies in midfield. You're pretty much bang on there, Chat Sport. Ocampos riles up his fans. Another good ball by Suso. It didn't actually hit the hands of Pellegrini. He utilised his body well. 70 minutes gone here now, though. 20 to go. Going to be launched forward now by Rui Patricio. Well won again by Roma. Cristante buys the foul really well there. Brilliant work by Cristante. He bought it well off Fernando. Mendilibar is really not happy about it. But that is Jose Mourinho's midfield, man. I love it. I love it. And I think I deserve it. Here's Matic. That's a good ball into Abraham, who's fallen over. He fell over at the weight of the ball almost. And that is now a chance for Sevilla to move forward with Suso. Suso, still, decides to go backwards to Rakitic. Thought it'd be a bit of a foul on Regesh there. Been an absolute stinker for Tammy Abraham, as we said. But he is working for the team tonight. It has to be said. He is literally a workhorse for them tonight. He's not there to score. He's there at both ends to hold the ball up and to head the ball away. Which is why I'm really surprised as to why Dybala has come off. Maybe not someone like Matic. Going to be crossed in. Chance for Sevilla. It's hooked away. It's come back now to Teles. It's deflected. Over for a corner for Sevilla. The Sevilla fans are absolutely wild in that end of Budapest. Suso will take this corner now and hope to cause havoc in the Roma defensive line. Suso headed away well by Smalling. Back to Suso, and he's been fouled. That will potentially be a yellow card. Hey, George's child. I can't quite remember your name. Reggie. Hi, Reggie. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, Suso fouled well. In the end, it was a good foul by Spinazzola. Certainly is outstanding out there. And I am sweating. It's exercise doing these things, man. Because you sweat it out. Blimey. Anyway, here's Suso. Hey, Lucas again. How is your internet doing? Crossed in, hoisted in towards the back post. It's going to fall, is it? Not for Lamela. The goal scorers were Paulo Dybala for Roma, and the equaliser was an own goal from Mancini for Roma. So, again, a shirt pull on Roma's Mancini, but the offside flag is the one that goes up against Ocampos. He's a real physical player, Lucas Ocampos, and it was handball as well. So how many offences would he want to commit, you know? Still Sevilla 1, Roma 1. 18 to go. That's it, Lucas. That's it, my man. Hoisted in behind towards Abraham. Can he get there? It's too far for everyone. And Bono is the man to pick it up for Sevilla and rolls out wide for Navas. We've got space to roam here for the Spaniards from Andalusia. Rakitic. Player getting ready for Roma. Couldn't quite see who it is, but here's Tellez, and there's another foul. It is going to be a free kick for Roma, and they're not happy about it again with Anthony Taylor. Cristante is on a yellow card already. Wait a second. Who's been yellow carded here? Zeki Celik has been yellow carded. It panned to Cristante for some reason, and I was like, he's already been booked. I think it was Josh earlier on. I can't quite remember who it was who predicted there'd be a red card. I think that bet still might be a good one. Andrea Belotti is on for Roma for Tammy Abraham. He's not had a good game in this Europa League final. And Belotti, a man who really made his waves at Torino. Maybe should have got his move earlier, but he's now at Roma. Pinged out wide. It's going to be Suso on the ball now for Sevilla. Back at the feet of Jesus Navas. Still Navas. Now Suso. Not the greatest of touch, but he's still got it on this right-hand side. Suso again. Gets it through, and it's come out with it. It's a chance. Oh, that could be a penalty. It is a penalty for Sevilla. And they're all getting in Anthony Taylor's face, but it's a penalty for the Spaniards, and Mourinho is fuming. We need to have a look at this one on VAR. If it isn't a penalty, it won't be given, but it looked like a penalty for me. Ocampos was brought down. That's close. Let's have a look at this. I think Ocampos might have been on his way down. Oh no, that's a penalty. Anthony Taylor's been told to go and look at the monitor. It's a huge decision. It's an absolutely huge decision. Was he on his way down anyway? Will the penalty stand? I can see both sides of this. He did get a nick on the ball, but what's going to be given here? No penalty. No penalty given, and it is going to be a drop ball. This is interesting. I can see both sides of that. It looked for a start that it was a... Yeah, no, that's no penalty. I think that's a good decision. He got the ball. He did get the ball. You can see why Roma was so incensed when the penalty was given. And that is what VAR is for, ladies and gentlemen. That is what VAR is for. Why don't we see it used for this more? It's close, but he got the ball first. And they're appealing for a dive, but it's not a dive. It's a soft penalty. For me, it's more not a penalty than a penalty. See, in the Premier League, that would not have been overturned because the people are just pussies about it. It's good to see that, again, VAR is being utilised correctly in as big a game as this. Yeah, that is That is intriguing. That is very intriguing. I'd love to hear what VAR is saying there. But the fact that he went straight to the monitor, I don't know why they don't do that more. Without all the faffing. It's a great touch by Lamela. It's gone out off him last, I think. It's not done. It's gone out. It's going to be a Sevilla throw-in. You can see why it was given, but you can also definitely see why it was overturned. Seriously, Liz, I'm asking the same question. These are the same referees. Anthony Taylor's had a wonderful game so far. He's got everything right. I would say including that now, because that's what VAR's for. Referee may not see things like that. But it's a brilliant decision again. The right decision. And he has not impacted the destination of this game whatsoever because he has not made it all about himself. It's been a hard fought final and a real final, as we say. Like, oh, that's a foul. And a free kick for Roma, is it? Or for Sevilla? It is for Roma. Lamela and Mancini shake hands. They look very similar, actually. Again, the right decision made by Anthony Taylor again. %100% a penalty. 100% not a penalty, by the way. I've come round to it now. We're nearly into the last 10. It's well won in the end by Ibanez, but it's now played wide for Ocampos. Can he get the ball in towards En-Nesyri? It's a flick on. It's well away by Smalling. It's a big header from Smalling because it was a flick from Ibanez. They deflected it slightly. Smalling hooks away again. It's going to come back to En-Nesyri, who's gone down, and that is no penalty this time. Headed away by Loic Bade, and in the end it goes out for a Roma throw. Belotti, there he is, the new number 9. Well, in position rather than number for Roma. Can he come up with a clutch goal for the Italian side? Belotti not happy with Loic Bade. Don't know, Liz, to be honest, but it's crazy how good the decision-making has been. It's been clear. You can see why they've given everything. You can understand why. Referees are going to have bad games just like players do, and they're not robots, but you can't understand why they're not. Oh, they're appealing for handball here. That's going to be an interesting one for VAR to look at, and that's a foul anyway. It's a free kick to... It's a free kick. He's saying, Anthony Taylor's saying it's in a natural position. He's communicating it. They're appealing for handball. Let's have a look at this. It's a cross from Matic. Oh, he does move his arm. Now, he does move his arm. He does move his arm here. It's a foul anyway by Rakitic. For me, he moves his arm. It's not going to be given. It is still in the natural body position, but I think he moved it. I think he moved his arm. Personally, I think he moved his arm. It was in the natural area. Oh, hello. It's a yellow card, and it's a yellow card for another of Roma's assistants. That is in the eye line. That is in the normal line, to be fair. But I think he moved his arm a little bit. That is tight. Again, you can see why they haven't given it. But for me, that's a penalty. Anyway, it still could be an opportunity for Roma here with a free kick. Pellegrini will be interested in this. Bono keeping his eye on it. Smalling is better than Maguire. I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think Smalling's that good, but I think he's better than Maguire. I think he's underrated. Even in his time at United, I don't think he was that good, but I don't think he was bad. It's chipped in behind. Chance! Oh, it's wide! Sevilla weren't awake. And Belotti has missed. It had to be finished. He just scuffed the finish. It nearly went in. It was a wonderful pass. Bit of innovation. And it nearly nestled into Bono's bottom left-hand corner. Belotti, so close. See, I disagree, Kazuma. I think he's had a very good game. I think that one was... a debatable decision. But the rest, he's had a very, very good game. They were appealing for a corner, were they? Tell you what, I told you this game would go to the wire, didn't we? I said Sevilla 2-1 after extra time. It still very much could happen. There is Andrea Belotti. The man who very much could have put them ahead in this one. But they haven't. It's going to be cleared forward towards Belotti. It's well won. Matic. Challenge. Rakitic. It comes off the referee. And it's going to be a drop ball for Sevilla. They've taken it quickly. They can't do that, though, unfortunately. It was a save from Bono. Fiorentina versus West Ham will be live on this channel come next Wednesday. Also, of course, the FA Cup final on Saturday, as well as the UEFA Champions League final. It has to be done right. It has to be done. Suso and Lamela back to Gudelj for Sevilla. Only 5 to go now, though. Only 5 to go. It's a good challenge by Mancini, that one. Ibanez, sorry. And he's given it away, though, to Lamela. Here's Lamela for Sevilla. Suso with the turn. Suso takes the shot. It's deflected, and it's going to be a corner for Sevilla. If you don't shoot, you don't score. And Suso's effort from 35 yards out wields a corner for Sevilla. And it was a block by Ibanez. Probably didn't need to block it, really, but if in doubt, it's going to be a corner now for the Spaniards. Rakitic will take it. Going to come all the way through and away by Smalling. Alex Telles across and kept him well. Crossed all the way to En-Nesyri, won the header. It's away, though, by Roma, but recovered by Eric Lamela. And now Sevilla rebuild again. Fernando Regues, wide for Navas, the veteran. Cleared out for a throw-in now. Ocampos. I certainly would be having a heart attack, Amy. You are right. Another throw. Lucas Ocampos will take it. Headed away. I hope there's a late winner, Shire. I hope it's a late winner for Roma, but I think Sevilla do still have the upper hand in this one. Cleared away and hoisted away this time by Roma. It's looking in behind for Pellegrini. We're sort of playing a very flat 3-5-2 now, Roma. Telles just limping around, as is Loic Bade. But not long to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really close now to full time. I don't think there'll be that much added time, to be honest. In the first half, there was a lot of stoppage. In this one, there hasn't been much. Maybe 4 minutes. Godelsh. Out again for a throw-in for Sevilla. I think he's going the distance, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really do. I said it before the game. It's going to be tight. They're going to go long, and they have gone long. It's still going long. Still going long. Hoisted away by Mancini. But to nobody. Godelsh has got Belotti on his tail, but he does find Bono in the end well. Back for Bade. And now Godelsh once more. Still 1-1 in this one, and I'm so intrigued to see how much stoppage time they're going to be giving. It can't be that much. It cannot be that much. Navas on this right-hand side for the Spaniards. Can they find a winner in this competition they love so dearly? And it's a good header by Ocampos. Can he get in behind? He's going to go for a corner, is it? No, it's really well played and defended in the end by Ibanez. Came off Ocampos. And Spinazzola as well. Came across and played it off Ocampos to win a goal kick for Roma and give them valuable time in this Europa League final to regroup themselves, and Rui Patricio will be happy for that too. Patricio forward. Flicked on and well won in the end by Fernando Regues. Lamela under pressure and tackled well, but has hoisted out a play for a throw-in now. I think Jose Mourinho had extra time in his head. 6 minutes added on. That is baffling for me. I don't think there's been 6 minutes of stoppages in this second half. But is there time for Sevilla or Roma to find a winner? These 6 minutes will go like hell for Mendilibar and Mourinho. You alright over there? Your key. Chipped in behind looking for the main man, and he couldn't find Eric Lamela. Ivan Rakitic urging his players forward. There's a lot of tired old legs out there in this Sevilla side and in the Roma side too. I'm very surprised to see Nemanja Matic has lasted 90 minutes with his yellow card too. Wijnaldum. It's a poor header really from Gini Wijnaldum. Chipped in behind. It's a chance now to get the cross in. It's headed by En-Nesyri. It was Lamela actually who got there. Or was it? I think En-Nesyri just got there ahead of Eric Lamela. Suso put the ball in. Beat the man. In a dangerous area, but the two players were both going for it. Powerful header from En-Nesyri, but unfortunately not enough for Sevilla. 4 minutes to go now of added time at the end of this second half in the Europa League final. I think a lot of us predicted that this game would go the distance, and I think we might still be right. See, for me, Kazuma, you can think what you think. I think English referees are pretty poor in general, but today I think they've done really well. I do think there's a global refereeing issue. for such a sport that's so demanding of money and sponsors and what have you on results. There's not many good referees. Like, we have to be honest and appreciative of it. Rakitic. Any more streams this week? Yeah, I will be. I'll be live again tomorrow evening. It'll probably be a transfer stream. I am also preparing some guests as well to have some chats with. So yeah, that's a plan. We are gonna be doing. I think I'll be doing transfer stream tomorrow, and then anything else. I disagree, Kazuma. I disagree, mate. I'm sorry. So yeah, we've got plenty to go through, plenty to talk about. It's going to be launched forward now by Patricio. 2 minutes to go. I think Jose did try to put it down. And I'll also be doing some pre-recorded videos as well. So some days I may not stream. It'll be based on the news of the day, basically, and seeing what happens. But most things will be coming out around 7:30 every single day. That's the plan anyway. There is Jose Luis Mendilibar, the man who has led Sevilla to this final, but I think he's going to have to endure and suffer at least 30 more minutes of it. Cleared away. And well, maybe there's a chance for Lamela to get him behind. He's been fouled, surely. No, it's a free kick the other way. And Roma are bursting forward now. I disagree. Again, it's not the referee. That's the video assistant referee, and clearly Zeki Celik did get the ball. On that one, on that Sevilla penalty. In terms of for the other one, I think it would have been extremely harsh as well. I think he didn't move his arm out. Oh, Suso! Oh, he spilt it! Patricio! Chance! Surely no! Back out to Fernando! And it's not far away. It's not far away. Not far away. It's a real poor spill from Patricio, and that could have been it for Sevilla. They could have nicked it, but it's just wide from Fernando Regues on the second attempt. And I do feel like, I think that was a contentious one. Suso ex-Liverpool, yeah, that's the one. A long, long while back. He actually played in this kit a bit. How do I feel since finishing uni? It's strange. And that is full time, by the way. It's a strange situation. It really is. Part of me doesn't know what to do with myself, to be honest, Dave. But it depends on what job happens, what happens really with that. Jobs I'm applying here, there, and everywhere. So whatever happens, this will still be a thing. We'll still be going with the streams and videos as well. Extra time, yes, Amy, that is happening. So yeah, whatever happens. But it's a strange feeling. It's a very strange feeling to not have any sort of education anymore and to step out into the big wide world. If I don't get a job, I'm going to do my masters anyway. So if I don't get a job, I'll have something to do. I'm going to apply for it. I just need to get that underway. I have a business in the running as well, so I have plenty to keep me busy, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Izzy time? I don't quite think so. I don't think she can handle twice. And she's just going to bed as well, so it's going to be Chris time now. No, Izzy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lads. I'm sorry. 30 more minutes. That's the one. That is the one. Oh, guys, this is going to be entertaining. We all said it was going to be good. It was all going to be good, but... Blimey. I will see you later, Shayed. Sleep well, my man. I will see you soon. See you very soon, my man. Good to see you as always, my friend. And yeah, we've got another 30 long minutes of this, which we can watch live here. Share the stream with your mates as well. And it's a long old one. Who else is on the bench, actually? I'm going to have a check for both sides. See you later, Shayed, my man. As I said, I'm going on my phone in the stream, just like Izzy said. I do, but I won't say that. I won't tell her that. So, 1-1 at full time. Let's see. Let's get this on. I want to see the substitutions available for both teams. Blimey, it's not loaded. How fun is that? Right, Sevilla v Roma. Let's get the substitutions available open. So, Sevilla have only used 2 of their 5 subs, same as Roma. So, there is still options for both teams to bring players on. El Shaarawy is probably one that you look at for Roma. For Sevilla, Rafa Mir, who's already been yellow carded but hasn't been brought on. Papu Gomez is another option offensively. Realistically, for them, it's El Shaarawy or bust for Roma. I don't see any more attacking options that I know of. Diego Llorente, formerly of Leeds, of course, in that defence, he had a very well. He's on loan at Roma, so he's still actually a Leeds player. Made 8 appearances this season. Of course, then went on loan to Roma. He looks a good little player, but who was my 1,000th sub? I don't actually know that question, Lucas.
I thought it was Alex's mate.
I don't know that question. There is video evidence of it, but I don't know it. Maybe. They all asked for you, by the way. But it's just a bit late for Izzy now, so she's going to go to bed. Where was the last place you put it? Well, it's got to be in here then. Okay. Well, we'll find it. Anyway, we are getting ready for the first half of extra time. It's going to be a yellow card, I think. I don't know who's been put there. But anyway, let's get ready to rumble, ladies and gentlemen, as Anton Deck once told us to do. For the first half of extra time, Anthony Taylor preparing the goalkeepers, and we are ready to rumble. Roma will get us underway, and they have started us off in the first half of extra time. Launch forward. Will it be the usual tense 30 minutes that we usually see? I think it will be. Do I think either side will really push for a winner? Probably not. If any side's going to do it, I think it will be these guys right here, Sevilla. Hoisted towards Wijnaldum, who wins the header, and he's into Spinazzola. Towards the man at the back post. It's going to come back out, though, to Cristante. It's well flicked on, though, by Lamela, who did so well to find Ocampos here. Ocampos in for Suso. Takes his time. Still going, Suso, and he's found his man in Rakitic. Each team has 4 subs left to lose. Of course, in extra time of any game, you get an added substitution that you can use. So each team can make 4 more substitutes if they wanted. So that could be a distinct advantage. But again, as we've seen, there's not much strength on either bench, really. Not much strength either way. Bono now for Sevilla. In for Bade. Loic Bade wide to Navas. Can't find his man because Chris Smalling has a domineering winner of a header. Messi in talks to Barca and Inter Milan. I don't know. I don't know about Messi going back there, man. I just think it's strange. I think it's a strange one, really, for Messi. Go to Argentina or go to America and relax, man. Chill. You've done your deeds. But then he is still too good to play there, so I don't think Barcelona is the right place for him, though. Now, even though many people will think, "Oh, go back to the main area," then I think Inter Milan might be a good shout, but there's no goals in Italy. But if he goes around and succeeds and does what Ronaldo did in different places, maybe come even to the Premier League. Chelsea will certainly have him. Chelsea will take anybody. Not saying that Messi is just anybody. He is incredible, but there is Alex Telles, who looks absolutely knackered here in the 92nd minute. Yeah, it's a weird backwards American thing, I think. Or is it a forwards thing? I don't know. Have I ever had a thought for chicken tikka? Why do you have to say this, man? I was going to eat after the game, and I'm still going to eat after the game. I haven't eaten anything since lunchtime. So, we've got a solid 8 or 9 hours without eating, lads. And, oh yeah, Telles is down. He's hurting himself here. I know Campos. Oh, it is Telles, actually. Not Campos. Telles is down. He was in a battle with Belotti. Don't talk about food, man. I love chicken tikka. Here comes several substitutions for Sevilla. 2 of them, in fact. Karim Rekic, former Manchester City youngster, is going to come on for Alex Telles. He's a centre-back who can play left-back. And also, here's Karim Rekic, the Dutchman, replacing the Brazilian. And it is another sub. It's Jesus Navas who's going to come off 95 minutes for a 37-year-old. And Gonzalo Montiel is going to come on. No Javier Acuna for this game. Potentially, Chatsport. I think Rafinha may be a step too far up to Barcelona. Who knows? Arsenal were very interested. Chelsea were very interested too. But ultimately, it was his brilliance that kept Leeds in the Premier League. Here's Wijnaldum. Back into Ibanez. And Wijnaldum maintaining possession of the ball, as he always is so good to do. It's a brilliant flick by Pellegrini. Wijnaldum plays it wide now. Out wide. It's going to be a chance to cut in, is it? It's a shot, and it's well blocked in the end. Well blocked in the end. Really well blocked. And it was the effort from the substitute Zalewski, who I didn't actually notice at extra time. Played wide now. And in behind towards Zalewski. He's given the corner here for Roma. Rakitic is not happy about it. Fans of both teams sit together. Oh, blimey. I think it was actually a corner. It is a good decision by the assistant referee. And it is going to be a corner. For Roma. Come towards Smalling. Is headed away. Matic. Still Matic. Out of play now for a throw. Going to be a throw for Roma, and they're just going to take their time here. There's no real rush about anything that Jose Mourinho's side are taking part in. Just going to put me down there. There we go. Smalling. Launched forward towards Belotti, but well won in the end by Montiel. Ocampos. Suso. Chance for Rakitic. Lamela. Suso. Out wide this time. Karim Rekic back inside to Fernando Regues. Back to Rekic. Sevilla just trying to keep hold of this ball. There was a real chance to break, but now they just slowed it down and kept possession. Played inside. Pinged wide. This time for Montiel. Suso. They've worked this patiently here. Smalling could have left it, but it's headed away well. And Suso will take this throw in, will he? The wily old Fernando Regues still manoeuvring its way around this football pitch. I bet see. I don't think I could play half an hour of professional football, let alone 98. And at 35 years old, I have to say you are right. I hadn't actually given a man of the match, but obviously it hasn't. It's got on. So overall, hey Badger, how we doing, buddy? Good to see you. As it's gone on, I think Rakitic has been very, very good. But fullback positions for both teams. Spinazzola, really, really top player. Smalling as well. And for Sevilla, you've got Alex Telles, who's had a really good game as well, but he went off. Headed out away for a throw. Mendilibar not too happy with it. Not too happy with anything at the moment, I don't think I would say. There is Loic Bade, of course. Again, as I mentioned, Nottingham Forest had him on loan. Didn't play him at all. Spinazzola, who's lost it, and that is a foul and a free kick against Lucas Ocampos. 5 minutes to go of this opening 15. I am sweating, ladies and gentlemen. Play back into Gudelj. Now Montiel. $175 for a baseball game. Really? Seriously? I thought that was more of the working class sport in America. But I suppose basketball is. But then it's the big bucks, innit? I thought baseball was sort of the main working class sport, but I clearly don't know very much. Hoisted forward. Well won by Belotti. He falls back behind Wijnaldum. He's battling for it. Regues. Lingard free agent again. I'm sure there'll be a lot of interest in Lingard from promoted sides. I think maybe like Sheffield United. You think he could have been playing Conference League football with West Ham if he'd have just chosen not the money. But I don't think he's a bad lad, Jesse Lingard. I don't. I like him. I think he gives off a good vibe as a person, but I wouldn't have him anywhere near, any team. Chance here if they can get there, but Nemanja Matic gets his body in the way and buys a foul. It's just masterful expertise from the Serbian. Wins the ball off Suso, waits for the foul, and he goes down gets that free kick. It's just masterful breaking up of play. I love it. I love it. I live for shit like that. It's what Fabinho used to be so good at, and now Fabinho just can't do it. Should give Notts County a call. I'm sure someone like Luton would be interested in Lingard. Matic now just pulls up with a little bit of cramp. That's not something Jose Mourinho would be happy to see. Unbeaten in finals in UEFA competitions, Jose Mourinho. Sevilla unbeaten in Europa League finals. Every single one they've been in, they've won it. Someone's record absolutely has to go tonight. And they're absolutely deadlocked. You can't get either side. True, with that falafel, you are right. Spinazzola. Still on it. Spinazzola. Good run here from the wing back. Still got it, but it's a poor ball. He can't find Wijnaldum. But it is a acrobatic little clearance from Pellegrini to stop Sevilla breaking. Just 3 to go here. And here is Stefan Al-Sharawi, who's warming up. I believe that's Rick Karsdorp with him as well. Good touch and turn. Regesh wide for Montiel. Fresh legs, the Argentine. Back for Bade. And all the way back to Bono. It's getting really cagey out here in this final. I can see penalties, ladies and gentlemen. I really can. I can see penalties at the end of the tunnel. But my prediction was 2-1 Sevilla AET. I don't want it to come true. I want Roma to win this final. But you just never know. Crossed in by Ocampos. He's gone all the way out for a throw-in for Roma. There is the youngster Zayuski with the throw. Touch and turn, but it's lost, and Suso wins it back. And Bade has it now. In for Montiel. Now Bade. Still Loic Bade. It's how to play this time. He's going to go for a Sevilla throw-in. Just a minute to go of this extra time first half. Who will come through? Will there be any heroes in this one? Will there be anything? Played wide. I agree. I'm not like one particular fan base. Oh, it's going to be a yellow card for Zayuski here. I think there's some awful Liverpool fans out there, but I think there's some awful United fans, awful Arsenal fans, awful United, awful whoever, awful Chelsea, awful Spurs. Zayuski is booked for Roma. Pulling the shirt back of Karim Rekic. I think it's probably one that he is happy to take. Sevilla still go here. There's 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half of extra time. Out for a corner to Sevilla. A corner now. Jose has his tactics boards out. Rakitic with this corner. Can they survive this? Drinks thrown at Rakitic. He's got that cross in. He's gone all the way through. He's going to go for a goal kick. And Nesri's not happy with whatever he's been shoved over with. But still, a minute added on now. And an extra minute added on more. Smalling just... and Nesri went down like, I'm sorry. No. There's a little shove by Smalling, but it was so minuscule. And Patricio now will take his time on this one. And again, another penalty shootout in this one. We've seen, obviously, in the Championship, League 1 and League 2 playoffs, every game had a penalty shootout. The Championship and League 2, and then the last-minute winner from Josh Windass in that Sheffield Wednesday one. Congratulations to all of those teams who were promoted, by the way. Flicked on by Cristante, and it's hooked away by Bade. Is there going to be a chance for Roma to go for this here, or are they going to just be a little bit more conservative? Here's Spinazzola. And that is the end of the first half of extra time. So there we have it. It is currently still 1-1. You cannot separate these teams. It's just brilliant to watch. It is painful and brilliant at the same time. I said Sevilla 2-1 after extra time. They have 15 minutes to fulfill my prediction. But will that come true? I don't know. They haven't looked like breaking them down. But at the same time, a set piece, anything could just fall for either side. It's been a slog, lads. But we're still going here. Half-time, extra time. Get myself an Orlando Pirates shirt badge. Oh, nah, mate. I'm all right. It depends how nice they are. Roma need to go for it. Rui Patricio is not very good with penalties, while Bono is. Well, you never know. I do agree Bono's had a very good record with penalties, but you just never know. Jose Mourinho is barking orders at his players here. Whereas Mendilibar does also. Bono takes the lead with it. Lucas is still backing Sevilla. And there they go. The Roma fans in heavy voice. Will they be able now to pull off what would be a shock win? Sevilla are the favourites still in this competition. I can't lie, lads. I'm getting starving. I am hungry. But you know what else I'm hungry for? For goals. And here comes Llorente for Roma. We did think he'd be coming on, as will Stefan Al-Sharawi. Llorente on and El-Sharawi on. Pellegrini's going to come off. It's great to see Stefan El-Sharawi still playing at a good level. Spinazzola comes off as well. He's probably been the best player on the pitch for me. There is Stefan El-Sharawi, still looking 21, even though he's in his 30s now. What a player he was. And Sevilla will get us underway here in this second half of extra time. Here we go. We are off. Yet again, another game is going to extra time for the second time. Will there be a winner? I said 2-1 Sevilla after extra time. I changed my prediction from Sevilla winning on penalties. Will I be right? Who knows? Will Roma come through and nick what has been... Probably they've been under pressure for the vast majority of this game, but you just never know. Here is a throw from Karim Rekic back to Gudelj, who again has had a very, very good game at the heart of Sevilla's back line. Rekic. It's good from Sevilla. And he's driving forward still. It's in behind now for En-Nesyri. Cuts back on his right. Gets the cross in and it's well blocked in the end by Sevilla. By Roma, sorry. And it's Bade now out wide. Will there be a way through? It's well challenged. It's going to be a Sevilla corner though. 106 minutes on the clock here, ladies and gentlemen. Crossed in and headed away. It's come all the way back out for Gudelj, who takes the shot and it's wide. Wasn't through a crowd of bodies. It would have been a real difficult one for Rui Patricio, but Gudelj just pulls his effort wide of the post. Just moves out of the way really well there, Celik. Just nearly deflects it into his own goal, but you can see the tiredness coming through for both of these teams. I can certainly feel it. Live now for 2 hours and 27 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. You think? Actually, no. Live now for 2 hours and 57 minutes. It's going to be a long one. Play it back now. Into Zayuski. It's too hard and it's going to go for a goal kick now for Sevilla. It's a very, very long 15 minutes for both of these teams now. I can remember the two finals last season between Liverpool and Chelsea. It felt like the longest parts of the game, those 2 half an hours. I couldn't watch them. Played out wide. And Sevilla. I don't think I can get myself another cup of tea. I'm hungry, though. I'm hungry. It's not quite Super Bowl tired, Liz. How are we, Sean? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you indeed. It's advantage played. And they're still going here, Sevilla. Lamela. They pulled it back for a free kick, and Jose Luis Mendilibar is absolutely furious, as is Jose Mourinho. Michael Oliver, the fourth official, is keeping an eye on them. Matic and Regesh both down. I think it was just a collision of two players who both challenged each other at the same time. Matic did get there first on Fernando, though. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, it's good to see that it's now all finished this season. I'm looking forward to 23-24, if I'm being real with you. It's been a long old season. A long, long old season. Sevilla 1, Roma 1. Cheering for City on Saturday. I will be as well. I can't lie. Lamela is been yellow carded. It's yet another yellow card in this final. It seems like there are uncountable yellow cards. There is a man still down in Ibanez though. 109 minutes of football have been played. And the white wall of Sevilla waits and hopes. Whereas the maroon and gold of Roma. Oh, there's no time for tea. It's time for scran, though. I need food. I am hungry. I've got pizza in the fridge. I might also treat myself to a pack of pea snacks, which I bought from Lidl this morning. Ibanez is still down here. It's just going to extend what has already been a very, very long 2 hours of football. Jose Mourinho sits there. He looks absolutely incandescent. With boredom and fury and pain and tiredness and what have you. Whereas Mandilibar's crossed arms in the Castor Sevilla. I can't have City winning the treble. I just want Inter to win. I'm hoping on my knees. I can't go. I can't go now. I'll have some snacks before I go for my before I go for my pizza, I'll have some snacks as well. My beard is gone because I might have made an error when I was trimming and trimmed it a bit too much. So it just all had to go. Unfortunately, I cannot wait for it to grow back, to be honest. I'm counting down the days. I am counting down the days, I can't lie. Blimey, it's been a long old day, lads. Live now for exactly 3 hours. Woo! It's what we do. Bono will take this free kick now anyway. If Inter win the Champions League, my season will be saved because the only thing that was keeping me sane was Everton getting relegated. That didn't happen, sadly. It will happen next season, by the way. I'm convinced of that. It's gone out for a corner for Roma now, though. And the fans are G'd up by the substitutes. Gudelj not too happy about it. Cristante did really, really well. Al-Sharawi, the man. No, I want City to win the FA Cup because I don't want United doing the same as we did last season. I don't know. I want City to win the FA Cup, man. I want City to win the FA Cup. Either one has its tribulations. Everything is saved by Inter winning the Champions League. Flicked on, but well won by Gini Wijnaldum. It's rumoured that Tuchel might leave Bayern as well. After just 3 months. Obviously, they won the league and that, but he can't really say he had too much to be a part of it. Seven yellows plus 3 for the bench, including an unused sub and 2 assistants. That is mental. That is mental, Falafel. That is crazy. Here's Karim Rekic. Into Lamela. And now Rakitic. And Nesri. Smalling intercepts it well. Still Chris Smalling. Cleared away. Out for a throw-in for Roma. Mourinho holds the ball and tells everyone to just calm it down. The thing is, Bournemouth, I don't think even tried for that game, They weren't even at it at all. Everton bossed it. And Liverpool had a crazy end to the season, didn't they? A 4-4 draw with Southampton. It's a throw in now for Roma again. Belotti does well to win that throw. Are they going to do a long throw with Zayuski? I think he's going to try it. And he's got the distance. It's well won, though, in the end by Bardet. And hoiked away. Smalling wins the header. Back by wide by El Shaarawy, who's chasing it down. Cleared away. It's brilliant. Lamela, good block by Smalling. Lamela again. Gaelic football and hurling. Honestly, it looks so interesting, but I just can't get my head around it. It looks so complicated. It's like cricket, hockey, and football mixed together, and rugby as well. Lamela. Suso. Into Rakitic, and it's coming very, very close now. Yeah, it just seems like totally and utterly crazy game. I just don't understand it. Feels like sort of medieval sort of game. Like anything goes. What's going on here? Another player's down. Smalling is comforting Nemanja Matic, who's had an absolutely battling 115 minutes of football. But cramp in those 34-year-old, 35-year-old legs. It's okay, my man. I'd struggle to type tonight as well after 3 hours and 6 minutes live. He's getting his bib back on, the Roma substitute. Still 1-1 here in Budapest. Will Sevilla claim their 7th Europa League title? And that is only since 2006, by the way. We have to acknowledge how amazing that is. The fact that they've won 6 of the last, 6 of the last 18. Which is just an incredible record in a competition where you aren't always in it. Time is ticking. Tell Izzy hello. Well, she's asleep over there, so I'll leave her be, Sean. But I'm sure you'll be back. I love that. I'd love to get into it, but honestly, I can't see myself ever doing it. It's just too complex, isn't it? They don't get paid? Do they not get paid? Surely they get paid. It's got to be a foul, and it is against Karim Rekic. There's got to be a lot of added time onto this time as well. I will, man. I will, if it's all expenses paid. Hopefully I'll be in Dublin for another reason next year. That's nuts. They don't get paid. That is unbelievable. See, I find that amazing. Have they not ever tried to make it professional? Or Matic is going to have to go off here. Mourinho's scrapping. Mourinho's scrapping. Mourinho is not happy. He's fuming. I don't know what he's so angry about. He wants to make a substitution. He's angry about something. His hair's getting whiter and his face is getting redder. Matic is still down. He's still holding his legs here. There's no way he can take a penalty if it does go that far. We're coming up to 120 minutes now. And they are going to make the substitution. It's Nemanja Matic is going to come off 30 seconds from the full time. Well, the allotted time anyway. There is going to be a plentiful addition here. Hey, Liz. And here comes Bove off the bench. Eduardo Bove, who is a 21-year-old who was born 3 days after me. How cute is that? Made 21 appearances in the league this season for Sevilla. 5 minutes added on. So we're going to go up to 35 on the clock here. So we're counting up to 35. 6 minutes added on. I'm totally blind. 6 minutes. The physicality may be different. No disrespect meant. Absolutely. I would not be able to do it. I'm a footballer and a cricketer more than anything. I'm a very average one. The main thing for me in penalties is getting it on target. Don't miss the target. Mourinho's been booked. Am I surprised? I think a lot of people will have won a bit of money on that. We're getting closer and closer now. 6 minutes were added on. Hello? Oh, and it's somehow squeaked away by Roma. Chip back in towards the back post and it's headed and Patricio claims it and dives on the ball. And Nesri could have had an opportunity there. Jose's only been yellow carded, I believe. Sevilla lad with his stomach out. Hoisted forward by Patricio. Good challenge. Sevilla come out with the ball here. Not anymore with Stefan El-Shaarawy around. Got to be an offside flag. There's going to be a free kick for Roma, in fact. Is there going to be any changes? Jordan on the yellow card. Another Sevilla substitute yellow carded. It was a foul against Zajewski. And it is going to be a free kick for Roma. Could this be the final swing? Someone, I think Chat Sport said it in the chat. Roma header, 2-1 Roma. Zajewski's going to take it. Headed away firmly. Towards the back post. Headed. And there's a man down. 2 men down. And Ibanez, again, is the man, as well as Nemanja Gudelj. Oh, my goodness me. It just seems like it's going to be a yellow card here. Who's going to get it? I don't know who got a yellow card, but someone did. I think it was a foul by Ibanez, actually, more than anything. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. I don't know. Who's got given a yellow card here? Oh, I think it was a Roma lad. I think it was... I can't quite see, to be honest. I'm not sure for the cup final. It was Montiel, was it? He got a yellow card? Montiel's got a yellow card for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't see it. Am I sure for the cup final? I am, Eliza, yes. Depending on my hangover from Friday. I'm going out for Alex's, in the chat, birthday. Going out for his birthday, so I'm not sure he's in the chat right now, but I'm sure we'll get some photos in the Discord of me. So if you are a member, then you can become a member of the Discord and see behind-the-scenes Stonadge photos, which usually might include me being drunk. Which is always funny. He's still down. Still down. Ibanez has got a real bash. Gudelj still down as well. We're going to go past the 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We have had 126 minutes currently of football where realistically these two couldn't be separated. It's going to be a couple of changes. It's going to be a free kick to Roma, first off. But we're waiting on the situation with Gudelj. And I think they have a substitution being ready, and I think it's Marçal. Absolutely not, Elisa. No, Sean, sorry, no. Oh, come on. Come on, Sevilla. Come on, Roma. I'm excited. I'm happy this is going to penalties. But at the same time, just got to move on with it. Gudelj has cramp here. He's got cramp. Get him off the field. We're well over the 6 minutes now. Just getting bored, lads. I want this to finish. I want this to finish and get into penalties, because here comes Marçal for Gudelj, who's lasted 126 minutes. Probably would have been one of the players to get a spot in the penalties. And the Sevilla fans applaud heavily for a player who's really put his body on the line. He even put his hairline on the line, to be honest. Look how far back that is. Off Gudelj walks. Marçal comes on. We're now 7 minutes into added time. How long will be added on? I think another 2 at least. There goes Marçal. It's going to be a free kick now, though, to... Oh, and there's another one. Another man who's Fernando Regues, who is stumbling towards the substitutes bench. There's got to be another change here for Roma. For Sevilla, sorry, and there is. Jordan is coming on. A player replacing a man. Replacing him is a man already on a yellow card, the number 8 Jordan. Will Sevilla finally... Sevilla and Roma, we're 8 minutes in now. After the 6 initially allotted. It's got to go to at least 10 here. It must have been 4 minutes. Well, it's got to be 12, actually. I just don't know how long this is going to take. Bono has his wall set up. He has his line set up. Is there going to be one last chance for him? 128 minutes of football. And Zayuski steps over this. That's a great comment. Crossed in and it's punched away by Bono. And that's a foul. That's a foul. It's another free kick. And all the Roma players surrounding. Coming onto the pitch even. And it's a yellow card for Lucas Ocampos. Another yellow card. This time for a Sevilla man. It's not even for Ocampos, sorry. It's for the number 17, Lamela. Don't know why it was pointed at Ocampos' way. Seriously, Sean, it's on its way there, bud. It's June tomorrow, isn't it, lads? Oh, yeah. I got some work with university tomorrow as well, which is good. Some filming work, so that's going to be nice and fun. Some nice little Vox Poppy things. Zayuski. Over this free kick again. We're now 10 minutes past the allotted. It's got to go all the way to at least 12, if not 13, maybe 14 minutes. It's taking so long for these to set up. Karsdorp yellow carded for Roma. Zayuski with a cross and it's headed away. It's a corner for Roma. Another yellow card for the bench. It must be a record for bookings in a final in Europe. Because I know in South America they go a bit mental, but Crossed in towards the back post. Smalling is there. The header is looping off the bar. Oh, an acrobatic effort behind for a goal kick. And Smalling very nearly won Roma the Europa League with potentially the last touch of the ball this game. But there is still time here. There is still time. My hands are sweating. My head is pounding. I need my scran, lads. But these lot are taking it. It's like they knew I've got a pizza there. It's like they knew I've got a pizza. Well won. It's going to be like a penalty shootout that lasts about 15 penalties each, isn't it? Hoisted forward by Sevilla, and that is that. We are going to penalties in this year's UEFA Europa League final, ladies and gentlemen. We have played 41 minutes of extra time. Maybe that 43, actually. And we're still going. It's penalties, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here we go. I cannot believe we're still here at 5 minutes to 11. Well, 8 minutes to 11 in the evening. Sevilla and Roma prepare their penalty shootout. And this will decide the UEFA Europa League in 2023. Last season, of course, Aaron Ramsey missed a penalty for Rangers in the final against Frankfurt. Will it be the time for one of these sides? Roma have battled through. It's been a battle for Roma. They haven't played. They've been the worst side out of the two. I have to say, Sevilla played better football. They've looked to create more chances, but Roma have come the closest. Smalling hit the bar. They hit several times, getting really, really close, Roma. But Sevilla, again, lots of lovely, intricate play, but not much chances created. So many combative yellow cards. Everything's going on here, but we're so close. We're on to penalties, ladies and gentlemen. Who will be the hero? Who will be the villain? All the cliches coming out. Have yourself on the back pages. Have yourself on the back pages, lads. Penalty shootout. I think we all saw it happening before the game. I said in my tweet, it has the potential to go the difference. Go the difference, go the distance. I'm not knackered. I'm getting my words mixed up like I always do anyway. No pizza for me until June, man. Terence, I want you to prove that right for me. Sevilla, all in white, the heroes, the dominators of this competition across its very, very extensive, long history. Roma, the man in charge, is a man bred for success, machine-like, churning out trophies like their scripts, like their everything. Matic will miss, apparently. Well, he's not going to take one because he was substituted, Terence. Wow. Honestly, yeah, is he's getting up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning? It might get to this point. Jose Mendilibar barking orders at his players. Who is taking them? I'm sure we'll see a Rakitic penalty. I'm sure we'll see an Eric Lamela penalty. But it's going to be a coin toss to see who. Mancini is the skipper, is he now? For Roma. 4-3 Roma, your prediction. Get your penalty predictions in the chat now. Who is going to win the penalty shootout? I said 2-1 Sevilla after extra time. I'm still hoping Roma win. Rakitic and Mancini embrace. And which way will they be shooting? Towards the white sea of Sevilla. Or the burgundy sea of Rome. Anthony Taylor. Here we go. Where are we shooting? Where is it going to be shot towards? It's always a big helper for either side. There is Bono. I don't know which side we're going to. I think we're going to the Sevilla side. I think. Anthony Taylor making clear communication. I think he's done an absolutely fantastic job today. For me, it's the best performance by an English referee all season by a complete country mile. Exceptional performance by Anthony Taylor. And it's going to be Sevilla to take first. And it's shooting towards their white wall. And it's going to be Lucas Ocampos. The man who was so crucial in their goal that they scored. The own goal by Mancini. And it's Ocampos with a lengthy run-up. I think he scores. Ocampos scores. A good, really, really easy penalty into the bottom corner. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's a good penalty from Lucas Ocampos. It's 1-0 to Sevilla. And we're now seeing Roma, their first penalty taker, Cristante. There we go. Thank you, Sean, for that. I'm sure he's never heard anything like that. Brian Cristante. My miss from his haircut. If you're right, I love that. Cristante for Roma. Great penalty. Bottom corner, bottom left. Firmly into the bottom corner. Roma are level. Good penalty from Cristante. Who's next? It's Eric Lamela. Will we see a little Rabona penalty? Imagine the bollocks. Imagine the stones on the man. Imagine the stones on a man who Rabona's a penalty. He's not going to, of course. He'll go out with his left foot. I'm never a fan of a left-footed penalty taker particularly. But Eric Lamela will step up and he will score. It's a fantastic penalty into the bottom corner. It's 2-1 to Sevilla. Eric Lamela scores. And as simple as that, the keeper went the right way, but it doesn't matter. 2-1 Sevilla. Next up for Roma. It's the skipper Mancini, the scorer of the own goal. He's a centre half. Surely it's just going to be a blaster. It's a short run-up. I think this is going to miss. I think he's missing this. Mancini. Misses. He's missed. He's missed. Mancini has missed. He completely scuffed his penalty. And it's an advantage for Sevilla. It's an awful scuffed penalty kick by Mancini. And Bono left his trailing leg. And it's an advantage Sevilla. I said it, didn't I, lads? Mancini misses. Rakitic surely is the most reliable, Mr. Reliable here. He scores. I thought he'd missed it. But Ivan Rakitic has maintained a 2-goal advantage here for Sevilla in the Europa League final. Who is next for Roma? Ivan Rakitic, the man for Sevilla, who was so instrumental in their first Europa League win of the decade, 2014, of course. He was huge in that. Then went on to win the Champions League the next season with Barcelona. Ibanez, another centre-back. A man battered and bruised from a very difficult game for the Spaniard. Again, it looks bad for me. The body shape looks bad for Ibanez. And he's missed. He's missed again. Ibanez has missed. It's 3-1 to Sevilla. And if they score their next penalty, they've won. I said it again, lads. Body shape looks wrong. Tipped onto the post by Bono. Just 2 awful penalties from Ibanez and Mancini. 2 players who played for 130 minutes. Centre-backs. And Montiel can win it. Montiel for Sevilla. And he's missed. He's missed. They still have an advantage here, Sevilla, but Montiel misses the penalty. I think it was a save. I tell you what, they need to go back and look at that, though, because I don't think Patricio was on his line. They're retaking the penalty. Yeah, they're retaking the penalty. Patricio was off his line. Patricio was off his line. So it's a retake for Montiel. He gets the chance here. He gets the chance, a second chance to win it. Montiel for Sevilla. They've been given a lifeline. Can he take it? Yes, he can. Sevilla are the Europa League champions yet again. And they have done it via a penalty shootout. It's a real stinker for Rui Patricio. And Sevilla are the champions yet again in Budapest. Wow, what a moment. What a moment for Sevilla. What a moment for the city, for the region of Andalusia. They have done it again. They have done it again. They are the kings of this tournament. But anyway, I've been Chris Stonadge. This is the Stonadge channel.